Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are well. Yes, transfer activity is in full flight. And for some clubs, it's going to be interesting, especially if you're a Real Madrid fan. Who is Jose Mourinho going to keep and who is he going to let go? Apparently, now he's not happy with Bernardo Silva, too. I mean, Bernardo Silva probably thought his career was a goon. I mean, Man City is now a different team altogether with a new manager, and Bernardo Silva has now been. Mourinho says he's not hardworking enough, fast enough. I don't know which of the two it is, but I mean, they did sign him. He's a bit on the older side, but so it seems to be a trend now. I think Chelsea have signed a whole slew of retired players. It's a fantastic way to end your career over in London. Beats, spending the rest of your playing days in a club like I don't know, somewhere out in the Sheffield United. I don't know, man. It's just strange. Hey, Liverpool is going down, Tiki Press. I don't think Liverpool is going down. There's some major serious injury problems at Liverpool. I know people. I do agree that Liverpool have got some major issues with some of the players that they have not been able to sign. Right? Okay. Now, news is out that they're looking at Ronald Arau, and I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure if I have massacred the Uruguayan's name, then please forgive me. He's Darwin Núñez's mate, and as far as I'm concerned, Darwin Núñez he's always got a spot in my heart as a Liverpool fan, right? He's just been absolutely sensational when he was at the club. I mean, not sensational goal scoring sense, but he was definitely a player who had a lot of heart, left it on the pitch, and hopefully, Arau, the defender, did get sent off against PSG for showing too much heart. His best season, 2022. However, he's got chronic recurring injuries with regard to his thigh and his hamstring. I know he was out for a while. I mean, he was out for last few seasons. He's been injured here and there. He's got abductor injuries, thigh abductor. He's got his hamstring he tore his hamstring as well, and he definitely is a stopgap measure. If Liverpool do sign him, it's because they want somebody who's got experience as a central defender and somebody that won't a player that won't cost them so much money. I know there were some people talking about signing Kwanzaa, right? I mean, like exercising his buyout clause, but you can't exercise his buyout clause just yet. Liverpool had a chance to exercise it last season. But they can't do it this season because this season is not active. So they'll end up playing market rate for him. It will be available for the next season. So the next season, they can exercise the buyout clause, which explains why they're looking at Ronald Arau. Not only that, he can play on the right side as well. So that would solve some issues for Liverpool, right? But, they got Jacquet in the club. They've got paying 70 million for a defender, it's a lot of money, especially now. So they will definitely look to sign somebody as a stopgap measure who's got some experience, who can come in and play. Because I think even Ronald Arau, he was captain for Barcelona for a short time, then senior vice captain. The club, his best season was under Xavi, and since then, I think he's had issues at Barcelona. He needed some time off because the fans basically didn't like fans took it out of him as well. So, I mean, maybe he'll be happy. I mean, Darwin Núñez might be coming back too. You never know. I mean, we got only 3 players, right? Jeremy Jacquet, Victor Munoz. Victor Munoz looks pretty decent. I've seen him play, and he is definitely a really electrifying option. Problem is he plays on the left. Ngumoa plays on the left. So I don't know how they're going to fit all these players in, because they're going to definitely start Ngumoa this season. I suspect they will, because that explains why they have. I mean, there's talk about signing Bradley Barcola, but I rather them focus on getting a defender, a midfielder, maybe two. Liverpool need at least two defenders now. We need a right back. We need a centre back. We don't have cover for centre back. Joe Gomez is injured. And the player that they signed, Ifeani and Dueke from Austria Vienna for 2.6, he's definitely talented. Unfortunately, he doesn't qualify to play because he doesn't have a work permit, so he's going on loan. So I think that these play based off this, right? I think Liverpool are trying to be as shrewd as possible, but it's the reason why Arne Slot also left, because Arne Slot, they complained about the transfer strategy of Hughes and his team, and he wasn't happy. Yeah, he was not happy. Yeah, but Brady Barcola plays on the left. Munoz plays on the left. Ngomoha plays on the left. Who the fuck is playing on the right? So I don't get this whole strategy of Liverpool when it comes to transfer signings. Like, are they playing a different tactic next season? Which brings us to the topic of today's show: creating attacking variants based on the players that you have. Yes. Oh no, I broke my chair again. Damn it, no, this chair keeps breaking. I am a man of no means, man, right now. Focus play on the left. Oh, man. This is hilarious, I tell you. It is hilarious because my chair needs to be changed, and I haven't had the time to go and look for a new chair. Doris, yes. Oh, finally somebody who actually typed the word skin to find out what my skin is. How Liverpool gonna play this season? Focus played on the left the whole season. Ngomoha has to play. I'm telling you, there's no other player better than he is on the left flank for Liverpool right now, because he's the only one who can play on the left flank. Cody Gakpo is not going to be a Liverpool player for long. I suspect he's going. Liverpool might sign Darwin Núñez. They might bring back Darwin Núñez, and won't be surprised if that happens. Liverpool are basically. It's amazing, this season. I mean, like. There's also talk about a $6 billion investment into the club by another billionaire or gazillionaire, or whatever you want to call them now. Yeah, because all these rich people got no other toys to play with, right? Hey Thierry, looking forward to the stream. Being in the Discord asking about getting my striker score, so we'll watch with my notepad. Hey, Gakpo is the most predictable left-sided player Liverpool has ever used. Okay, look, even I can defend against Gakpo. Okay, all I got to do is just put my body and know exactly where he's going. Gakpo is very predictable. Yeah, very, very predictable. So he's definitely, the moment defenders started getting used to the way he plays, if he doesn't change his game, he's going to lose his spot, man. He can only play up front then. Yeah, Gakpo is even at the World Cup, he was so predictable. He's like the most predictable striker I've seen in a long time. So I don't want him playing there. Harvey looks bad, yeah, he does. I think Kumar's in front of him. Curtis Jones seems to have attitude problems. Yeah, I don't know. Like their team is okay. Curtis Jones may not fit into the Liverpool fold, no. Florian Wirtz will, because Florian Wirtz he's a quick thinker, good with the ball at his feet, and he's got very good awareness of the players around him. Can't say the same thing about Cody Gakpo sometimes, but he might fit into this side that Irola is building, and we could see them play like a 4-2-3-1 quite regularly, with Wirtz playing in the playmaker's role, because then they will be able to play with players like Harvey Elliott over there as well, if he does use them, or if he's still going to be at the club. McAllister is decent. I won't say he's good, but he needs a stronger presence around him. Gravenberch is good, but the problem right now is we got McAllister and we've got Gravenberch, right? I don't know how Gravenberch is going to fit into this style of play that he's going to be doing. Gravenberch is a very good link player. He's brilliant as a link player. He can, but he doesn't do the long range passes. And a lot of the style of Iroala, I suspect is going to happen, is more direct play. They won't be spending a long time, which means that there won't be a lot of defensive requirements from. I mean, there will not be as much of a creative input from Gravenberch as before, so they might be fine. We might be fine with the two of them. TA returning my 10 Eritos and my 2 stinking armpits. I hope he never comes back. Seriously, TA has got no spot in. It's already clear right now. TA has no chance of playing for Real Madrid. I said it before. When the moment Jose Mourinho became manager of Real Madrid, I straight away wish TA the best of luck. You're gone, man. You're finished. Your career is over. His career is over. I don't know where he's going to play next. I mean, like, will he come back to Liverpool? I don't know. He doesn't fit into he might, because he's got that long range pass, right? So he might fit into the whole style of football that Iraola wants to play. Because he doesn't want to pass the ball 25 times on the floor in the defense and look for that nice little move down the right. No, he is a simple, boom, put the ball down. You play the ball into the space, right into the space, beat the 2 players and put the ball into. He's all about 5 passes into the box. So, yeah, he's very direct. I want to see there will be a lot of direct passes that kill opponents. So that is what I'm expecting from Liverpool. But to play that kind of football, they need a lot of players that can run for 90 minutes. And the problem for Liverpool is their defenders cannot play that kind of football right now. Frimpong has to go. Frimpong cannot be playing for Liverpool. He does not fit into this. All Frimpong is a runner. No? I've been saying this for seasons. Ever since I saw Frimpong play, all he is a fast player, an annoyingly fast player. That's all he is. And I never beat the player and then try and put in the ball. Sometimes gets the ball into the area, but we need more precision from fullbacks. So there's going to be a problem for Liverpool. Liverpool, they might settle for a kind of a shape which I think he might go for, but we'll see. We'll see how they play. I don't want to bank on anything that they're going to do just yet, but he wants Iraola will want pure out-and-out wingers on both flanks. Sometimes the team might play a 4-4-2. Hey, Casino Square, how are you, man? Welcome back to the stream, brother. And they can play a 4-2-3-1, but they will definitely be a team that's going to move the ball up the pitch really quickly. They are not going to waste any time. So Liverpool, right now, pay attention to the defense, because if they don't sign any more players in the defenders department, at least players who have work permits that can play, Liverpool are not going to do it, man. Jeremy Jacquet can't play right now. Kwanzaa cannot come back until 2027. Arau comes in, okay, maybe he'll play for 2 months before being out for 6. Then Joe Gomez can talk about where are the best places to go for rehabilitation work. Liverpool need at least 2 more defenders. I don't see anything else. Liverpool are not going to spend a lot of money on a top flight defender because they got Kwanzaa. And that's the way they think. Because if they sign a top flight defender right now and he comes back, but the thing is this, right? Liverpool need to sign a top flight defender, a player that can lead the line. All right. The reason being, I don't see Virgil van Dijk in the club playing at that level next season, because the person that bailed VVD out of all his bad spells at the back was Konate last season. Now because Konate was so underappreciated by a lot of people. I mean, the only reason why he makes VVD look good, because Konate covers for his mistakes, because he has the pace to cover. But if they put Arau there, legs will tear him, man. He's out. He's out for 3 months. Because he can't cover for... He doesn't have the burst of acceleration that he used to have, because if he does that, he's in hospital again. And he knows that. He's not going to sprint he's going to let VVD do all the sprinting. I'm good, man. If you want to play Ekitike with Isak, also he has to play on the left. Yeah, Ekitike can only play on the left. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of left-siders. We got... Please, I'm hoping Please, I don't know what it is about Liverpool and why they want to sign Bradley Barcola. I never understood this. No. Like, why do you want to sign Bradley Barcola unless he suddenly can play on the right, which he can't. He's been playing on the left all this time. So, why? I don't understand. Just can you comment on Chivu's tactics at Inter? You've seen them? I haven't. I think if it's a 3-5-2, the Italians, the way they play the 3-5-2s right now in Serie A, what I do is a general one. If you translate that into Football Manager, they're playing as wingers and they come into the box, right? They pivot into the box when they're attacking one side. The winger is actually quite high up the pitch, and on the other side, the same thing happens when they're attacking on the left. If they're attacking if they're building down from the right, right? They build up from the right. The wingers on the left already is very high up the pitch. The wing back becomes like a winger. That you do with AWBs. Very easy. Now it's very easy to create Serie A 3-5-2s, no? On Football Manager. Very, very easy because of the advanced wingback. Yeah. Because in Serie A, they play with their wingback so high up the pitch, they look like wingers. For years, the Football Manager match engine failed to replicate that, and a lot of people were pissed, and I was pissed too because I had to use underlaps and all kinds of funky little hacks just to make him sit higher up the pitch, and he still wouldn't sit higher up the pitch unless I played the 3-5-2 on attacking and very attacking mentalities. Which so much that we don't sign him. I don't want to see Barcola in the club, man. It's like when they signed Frimpong, right? I was hoping the transfer would when Frimpong was initially announced, right? My look on you should have seen my face. I was like, if Frimpong is coming, my reaction was, I hope the transfer fails. He has some last minute medical emergency. He doesn't make it through he decides a change of heart and goes to Manchester United. Speaking of which, Manchester United, they got one of the best. I'm telling you guys, this season's Premier League winners are Manchester United. All right, okay, so today we're going to do something slightly different, right? Okay. I want to create attacking variants for tactics. Now, we've done the defensive variants. We've done a couple. First up, before we go into the attacking variants, let's decide on our defensive variants. So I'm going to settle on a back three shape because we have the players for back three shape. Now, when you create any kind of an attacking variant, right, you have to know how you're going to defend. So either you defend as a 4-4-2 or 4-5-1 or 4-2-3-1, but the two are deeper and the three actually start on the flanks and there's one guy out front. So you got to make a decision how you're going to defend. So we are going to go, I'm going to go 4-2-3-1. So we're going to play a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to avoid certain formations. Like the 4-4-2, you can play it as an underlapping or overlapping system, right? So your choice of focus play, if it's an underlap, you're going to do cutbacks. You're going to do like crosses from the edge of the penalty area. High percentage of crosses as well. You're going to get the highest amount of crosses, cross conversions and crosses made with underlaps. You're going to get high cross attempts with overlap, but you're going to get a lot of headers. So you have to remember that when you use overlaps, you're going to see a lot of headers. When you use underlaps, you'll see a lot more. You will see headers, but you will see more high percentage headers because these are literally crosses that are coming from very dangerous positions. In fact, they're more dangerous than the ones down the byline. Okay, so if you want to play overlaps, then you must make sure that you've got that striker combination, or like basically two strong men in the air kind of thing. They have to play the meta. Yeah, they needed Frimpong as homegrown in nation, correct? That's the only reason why Frimpong was signed. I don't like Frimpong. Okay? I don't like Frimpong at all. So we're going to create multiple variations, and I'm going to show you the different ways you can score goals. Sometimes you want to do like tactics which are through balls, right? So I'm going to focus on through balls and high percentage chances because let's caveat first. A caveat. I cannot prove high percentage chances on Football Manager's 26 engine. There's a simple reason why. The game doesn't give you that kind of data. Okay, I would love to do it, but the game doesn't give me that data and I cannot back it up. So this is very important to bear in mind. I can do it on FM24 because we've got data in the game that will tell us where the chances are coming from. And I can always point to that and verify and say, look, this is a very good tactic because the majority of chances are 0.83 and they're all coming from these positions. I can do that on FM24. I cannot do that on FM26 because SI don't give us the data. So we have to use eye tests, literally. So when we see it happening in the game, we go, oh, that's a great chance. So that's about the closest we're going to get. And it's I'm very disappointed to say this, but that's the only way we're going to do it. Now, what are the other metrics we use to tell ourselves that we're making a great tactic? Now, the other one that you're going to use is XG. Now, XG, granted, you got to be very careful with XG because XG just tells you how many times. Okay, I want you all to stop thinking of XG as shots at goal. Stop thinking of XG as I got a high XG means I've got a great attacking tactic. No. I want you to think of XG as chances. That's all. If you start thinking of it as chances, then your game actually improves because you're going to say, I've created lots of chances. Yes. Then from there, you break it down and say, were they good chances or bad chances? Then you have to do deep dives on your own tactics. But generally, when you look at XG, you can only judge it based on FM26 in a game again. Because you're going to have to go into every single game and go, oh, are my chances good chances or bad chances? So how do you define a good chance? Any chance that is with your feet falls under the good chance category. Any chance that is not with your feet falls in the bad chance category. Whether it's a header, all of them. You don't look at headers as a great chance, okay? Unless it is a pinpoint header within the penalty area facing the goalkeeper, not on the sides. It's got to be like a great chance, right? So that's the only way, like open goal, pop. Okay, fine. Then you can count that one. So you got to be very careful when looking at chances because chances are going to be anything inside the penalty area from the high XG positions. Now, high XG positions typically, right, if you were to look at a tactic, I mean, this is the best I can do. Is it? There's no like, let me see, Data Hub got anything or not. I don't even know. Oh, their Data Hub. I haven't even been to the Data Hub. Okay. Like, can I have something like this is how often I go to the Data Hub. I've never been to the Data Hub. Okay, all right. Where is a good XG going to happen? All right, so I'm going to switch. Oh, sorry, I'm already on the... A good XG happens in these positions. See this position here? Any area, if this is the penalty area, this is the goal, there's a goalpost, right? All right. So your good chances are all inside this box here. These are all 0.5 to 0.8 XG. There's a very small area here. Okay. So this area here, very small area, my mouse is over across the area. Then you got this area and you draw a line out to the penalty area. Good. It's about this here will be about 0.4. Okay. Until the penalty area. 0.4. That's what you want to do. This is the reason why when I'm defending, I'm always shoving teams to the flanks. Because when they come in from the flanks, if they take chances from here, these are all low XG. 0.17, 0.04. This entire area is low XG. This entire area is low XG. So if you draw a line here, this box and this box here, all low XG. So you want to draw it all the way up to here and focus on this, but take half the box only. All right. The golden zone is actually from here to here. This is the golden zone. Okay. So what normally happens is when you create tactics, you want crosses coming from these areas. These areas. These are what we call this is like a golden crosser. Okay. So if you can put a play in these positions to do a cross to this, chances are it's going to be a great chance. This, from here, the ball goes here, not so good. Because here, when I cross the ball, it goes here, right? Here it goes here, right? So it crosses into the high XG area. So you put the ball here, it crosses into the high XG. Here, it crosses all low XG, only enters here. But here, highest amount of high XG chances are here. So if I play a cross from here, the only way is going to be a good chance if it's inside this area. Guys taking a header. Right? But if I cross from here, I cross all the high XG positions. So this is one of the reasons why people want to cross from here, I don't like it. That's why a lot of coaches, when they coach football, cross from here. If you want to cross from here, you better be all the players. And you better have somebody in the box who can really cross the ball. Yes, if you whip it really low and you have lots of players in the area, yeah, maybe it's going to be a good chance because you score. But chances are when you cross from here, they're going to be better ones. Dyke says Irola plays lower league football. It was a compliment. He does play. I won't say lower league football. He plays very simple. Like, I like his football style. Okay, very direct. So our goal is when we create a tactic, we want to be able to create chances. So if we're crossing, we cross from here, right? Through balls, we do through balls from here, through balls from here. So we want to create chances from the golden zone. Okay, if we do cutbacks, right? So sometimes I do cutbacks, right? Ball goes all the way here. We're cutting the ball back into the golden zone. So we want to remember, we want to create chances from this area. So whenever you hear me, whenever you see me streaming or play football, and then I create a tactic, I will sometimes not be bothered, right? Sometimes I won't be bothered. I won't be bothered if the chances are from here and here. I can't be bothered because I don't think they're good chances. If I score, it'll be lucky. But if I score from here, high XG chances, which is why when we go into the game and then we go into a table, right? So let me find a table. Again, it takes a long time to find a table. Premier League table is also difficult to find. I'm going to go around the camel's ass. Why do I have to make life so difficult for myself? I'm sure there's a way, like club site or whatever. I go to club site. If you can only give me like my own kind of shortcuts to where I like to go to, would be so nice. Okay. I look at this table. Do I look at this table? The only relevant information on this table is where am I sitting on the table? That's it. Okay. Nothing else is relevant here. Okay. For me, I go to this table. This table, wow, a very valuable table for me. Because what I do is I do this. I sort by XG. Now, if I have a number that looks like this, 11, right? I go like, damn lucky, but this guy got some damn good finishing. No, because it means that the players have been scoring from low XG positions. Okay, there's a big luck factor involved. So you want to always take your goals and divide it by your XG. I don't like this because it's too damn ugly. Okay, it is very ugly. It's too difficult for me to process. My brain cannot process big numbers like that. So what I typically do when I go into the game is I come inside here, I take the goals scored and divide it by the XG. Remember, there's not going to be an XG, right? So I take all the goals that they scored for and divide by XG. But then I will take out all the set pieces and all the goals from corners. A long-winded process that I'll do, which SI don't give us. Okay. So they don't give us the information. But if they gave me the information, I'll be able to tell whether it's... So what SI do is they take all the information and they give it to you in this format. But I don't know if this is accurate or not, right? Because are they taking all the goals from set pieces? No, then I have to throw it all out the way. So this is the reason why I say look at this as only as chances and use it as a, like, okay, 11.23 means you better work on your game. So if you want total goals, total XG divided by goals. Okay, so strikers are easier. So like if I were to go into Liverpool and I look at their team, there are 31 players, right? So we come in here. I look at my custom view. I don't know if I've got it here. Selection view. Okay, all right. Okay, so we got goals and non-penalty XG, right? Non-penalty XG versus non-penalty XG divided by non-penalty XG is the chances they created from open play, right? But they don't give us goals, net goals. Okay, so what I normally do is I will go into the game. I will rule out all the set piece goals, okay? Set piece goals and then divide it by the XG. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. So that's a lot of work. So we try to avoid it in the game. So because the data is the data that we get. So goals, non-penalty XG. So then what you do is this is non-penalty XG is quite good, right? Okay, this is open play XG. So all we got to do is find out if he's got any penalties or not. So you see all these fellas have no penalties except for this guy, right? But this guy's got 3 penalties. So now you got to take the 2 penalties. Assume every penalty is 0.83, right? So you take 0.83 times 3 or 0.73 times 3, get a number, then minus it from the goals, right? Okay, minus that number from the goals, and then, minus it from the XG, sorry. His XG, where is his XG? I didn't put his XG. Yeah, okay, so we put the XG first. Okay, so we take insert column, stats, XG. I don't know where the hell is XG shots. I think it's in general. General, I think it's all in general. There we go, XG. So I put XG, right? So this is XG. So you take the XG. So his XG is 18 point. Like here, is 3, right? So 0. Oh, I don't know why I gotta take a calculator. Sheesh. Oh my god. I don't know how to multiply. Okay, sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm not very good at mathematics. I need spreadsheets. That's why I made all my spreadsheets last time. 0.73 times 3 is 2.19. 2.19 minus what? 18. Where is his 0? His XG is 18.88. Minus 18.88 equals 16.69. So his number there, the number is 16.69. Total goals he scored 16.69. His goals is greater than his XG, which is good. Okay. So 23 divided by 16, okay, gives me a value of 1.35, which means that this guy, Nico Paz, has been brilliant this whole season. He has been getting into good goal scoring positions and converting from them. Now, if his number was less than 1.3, I'll say he's so-so. If his number is below 1, transfer list him straight away. That's how I make decisions on whether my players are scoring from good goal scoring positions. This NPXG tells you how good he is in getting into goal scoring positions. So that's why how you want to use this. And also whether you're creating good goal scoring chances. That's how you analyze this data. If you don't, right? If you go into this and go like, oh, XG is blah, blah, blah. Because how will you know you created a good goal? How will you be able to evaluate your tactic over time? You need to evaluate your tactic over time. So over time, you need to know whether your tactic is creating a higher number of NPXGs, meaning you're creating more chances. They are not coming from corners or free kicks, but open play. This is the only metric you have in the whole game that gives you the information. And then over here, expected assists per 90. Okay, open play, key passes per 90. I keep this information. You know why? Open play, key passes literally means in open play, how many times did he play a pass that led to a shot? All this is here. But it does not tell you whether it's a good quality shot. So there's nothing here. Like expected assists per 90 is a good metric. It's a decent metric, but it also includes, what is it that thing called again? Set pieces. Okay, so yeah. A lot of the time I'm only looking at this number. Because all these numbers are messed up, because they've got a bit of other information that I don't find useful because I have to go into the game and dig through it. So I just keep it simple. Can you finish? Okay, you can. Okay, can you create? You can. Okay, that's as far as I will go. Otherwise I'm going to get a headache. I got no time for headaches. Okay, so as you can see, this is how we evaluate, right? Okay, now we know the evaluation part because I got to cover all this first before I go to creating attacking variants. Because if I don't cover this, and then when I go into creating a tactic, you're going to ask me, how do I know this is a good tactic or a bad tactic? I saw the goal was great. I go like, no, there's only one. I only created one open play chance. Or I have 4 chances and none of them were good and I called the tactic good. That's also pointless, right? Because I scored by luck. Yeah. So this is something that we need to know. So purely based on NPXG is sufficient. Exactly. Based on NPXG. Don't worry about anything else. But you have to know how to calculate this value to tell whether your striker is doing well. That's it. Because otherwise okay, right now, there's nothing else here that will tell us whether it's underperforming or overperforming. Of course, we can go to Nico Pass and then we can go into the data hub, right? Go personal form, right? Then you come inside here and then you go through this. Okay. A bit more information like XG, chances. Like here, not open play, right? So it's not chances. Here's So sometimes I come inside here, did I get him to goal scoring positions? This is how I use XG. Did I get him into enough goal scoring positions? If you can't answer that question, then you don't know what you're looking for, right? So I'm showing you what you're looking for from game to game. From game to game, this is what you look at. Then maybe during the game, you go like, okay, fine. During the game itself, okay, I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to ignore this. Then you at least got a mental idea of what you're working on. So here's like 0.3 XG. Not very good, right? So 0.5 XG. How many shots do they have? They have 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. If you have 4 shots, this is terrible. He's just shooting from everywhere. Let's look at 0. Maybe in this game 1.3, he had like against Nigeria. I expect him. See, he had a lot of chances to score it against Nigeria. He scored 2 goals. 2 goals divided by 1.3 is not bad, right? So that's a pretty decent return on his performance because 1 XG is supposed to be 3 goals. Okay, so this is 2, not bad. It's quite decent. Like here, 0.51. Okay, not bad. I mean, considering the fact that maybe one of them might have been a good chance. Yeah, okay. Then you go like 0.3. So you get into the rhythm of looking at numbers, right? And looking quickly at a number like this, cursory glance, you go like, okay, decent. The tactic is creating decent chances. So if I wanted to evaluate this team's tactic with a glance, I go like, okay, the guy who's in a creative position in this tactic is also scoring goals. Not too bad. Okay, decent. He's getting good goal scoring positions and he's scoring. So this is how we evaluate players and tactics. Now we can go and create a tactic. Whew, what an intro. That was a long intro, man. I'm also hot. Losing my breath. Okay, so now we want to create a tactic. Yeah. All right, after all that. Okay, I want to create a tactic that is basically a 4-2-3-1. Let's start with a 4-2-3-1. Okay, my goal is very simple. I want the flank guys to be scoring goals. Whether or not they can score is irrelevant. Okay, we just want to create a tactic where they get into goal scoring positions. Okay, maybe they're screwy there. Whatever though. Okay, might be terrible players. Okay. All right, so how do we do that? Okay, so first up, we're going to have to create a tactic, right? So let's go create a tactic. In possession, out of possession. Okay, we're not going to use this. Hey, Matty, thanks for the 29 months, brother. T1, thank you very much, sir. It's been a while since I've seen you around, brother. Hope you're well. Okay, so we're going to create a 4-2-3-1. Okay, so we're going to use last week I did the defensive variants, right? So we're going to use a very simple defensive variant. So we're going to create the 4-2-3-1. I mean, why am I creating one? Just load. Okay, probably got 4-2-3-1 lying here somewhere. There we go, Daedalus. Okay, we load for Daedalus. Out of possession, in possession. Okay, this is all right, this is not going to work for me because I want to create a central attacking pattern, right? So we're going to drop this guy here, drop this guy here. This is in possession, this is out possession. We're just going to work on the same one. Then I'm going to work on the defensive side. So we want these guys to score. So I'm going to just make it very simple. We're going to just do it in such a way that in possession, I want them to drive in, okay? But I want to create, I don't want them to be too, okay. If I have them sitting very wide, then they might not be in perfect goal scoring positions. They'll create chances for these two guys. If they are wide, these two will score. If they are narrow, then chances are if these two guys are playing roles that are narrower, they will probably score. But if these two guys are wide, then these two guys will score. Okay, that's how it works. If you had a channel forward in a single striker, would you have play instructions for him roam position and make more runs? No. Just leave it default channel forward first. Otherwise, you won't know if it's a tactic or not. Watch the game and then see how your player links up with other players. And then if you think that he can get better movement, because if you want him to move a bit more so that players can find him, that's when you give him room from position. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play this as an advanced play. I'm gonna play this as an F9. Crazy combination. Okay. Then I want this guy to be inside forward. I want this guy to be inside forward. That's it. Simple. Okay. We keep it simple. We want these guys to be flying fullbacks. So we get down the flanks. Because we want width in our tactic, right? So let's come in here. And then we get, no, I'm not going to ask them to sit down narrow. We're going to standard. We're not going to ask them to cut inside standard as well. So we're going to leave it so that they don't get into those, I don't want them to go into the half space because that's exactly where we want our play. I mean, we could ask him to stay wider, okay? So that's something that I rarely ever do, right? You see me, I prefer the false fullback more than I prefer these guys, but we want to create something for. I mean, I need to draw the defenders away as well, so I'm going to use these guys to do that. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to show you the process of creating the tactic and identifying things along the way, right, to improve it. So I mean, around. Don't be. Oh my God! You just had a baby 6 weeks ago. Congratulations, man, boy or girl. Oh my God, Daddy-o, Matty Zucks. Congratulations, man. Oh, you. Hey, there are more important things in life than watching a player stream, man. Right now, you've got your kids. You got kids in the house. Wow, you can't wait to football. Yeah, you'll be playing Football Manager 27 with him on your lap or her on your lap. You gotta get to play, man, with them on your lap. Okay, so we're gonna do this. These guys are gonna go forward or stay wider. They're gonna be very aggressive. This is a Jeremy Frimpong tactic, basically. Okay. Boom, boom. So we're gonna have some defensive issues for sure. The AP is gonna drop, and then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna let these guys play as basic DMs, right? Okay, so DM, and there will be okay. In defense, we'll just get him to be a tracking. That's fine. CFD center, he'll be a main outlet. Tracking winger track. We want you to drop. So we want them to drop. Oh no, I don't think my players can drop, but we will get them to drop anyway. Okay, so there'll be white midfielders, so track. So we're gonna huddle into a mid block. Okay, so out of possession, we're gonna huddle into a mid block, come here, and then we're gonna play with a standard defensive line, and we're not gonna counter press because the two formations are the same. And then tempo will be width will be standard, counter attack, balance, time wasting. Okay, fine. Passing is standard, tempo is higher, dribbling is balanced, patience is no work ball into box yet. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Shots from distance, crossing style will be no low crosses yet. Okay, so we're not going to run that. I'm going to see the game and then decide accordingly. Progress to both flanks. There'll be focus play down the left and the right. I'm going to go balanced. Pass reception will be pass into space or work to feed. I'll let the players decide because this is just I just want to see them play and then make the changes accordingly. All right. In possession, out of possession. Not my favorite kind of tactic. FYI. Okay, this is not my favorite. So these guys will drop and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got. The problem right now is I don't have the players with. See, 17, great acceleration. Definitely terrible finishing. And then we got Endoye. Right-footed as well. Great acceleration. Don't know whether he can score. We got this guy. We got Bischoff. We're gonna have to make sure Bischoff can play. I don't know why they chose him. So okay, we're gonna play him instead. Chamiti. I think what we'll do is we take Endoy off. Okay, and then put Chamiti and then put McAtee there. All right, so we got Chamiti as playing as an F9, even more crazy. Okay. I mean, he's not your typical F9, right? Jumping 17. This guy is more like a target man. But I don't have any other player who can play in that position. Because Stavo is right only. Okay, he can play here. Okay, Stavo will play there. Okay, then Wachon, and then we got Endoye, we got Patuole, and Dance. Dance is right-footed, so he also can only play. Passing, vision, decisions, flair. Okay, Dance, you are now the F9. All right, I mean Chamiti can play also. I mean he's got some flair. He's got 12 flair only, so we're not going to use him. All right, okay. So yeah, that's it. Got attacking mentality. Are we playing home or away? Slavia or home? Okay. All right. So in possession, this is how we look like. Out of possession, this is what we look like. We expect the fullbacks to go round. DMs are just going to be holding position here and not really doing very much. So there's going to be a lot of shorter passing. And then we're trying to get the ball. These guys are going to do most of the work. And these guys are just going to act like a roadblock, so to speak. I mean, normally what you normally see me do is I get one of them to go up, right, to help carry the ball. Because it's good. But here we have more like a box defense. It is going to be interesting. Okay, so the goal is to create central attacking patterns of play. Narrow is good. Narrow formations tell the team we want you to play the ball through the middle a lot more. Okay, so the only issue I have is I want my fullbacks to be bombing down the flanks too. And I still want to play narrow. We're going to drop the focus play. Because there'll be too many passes that are going to be on the flanks. With focus play, what happens is you see more passes down the flanks and the two mids are going to be in the center of it. Also going to remove focus play now. Yeah, I just forgot. I need to take out focus play. So in possession, team instructions are going to remove focus play for in possession. There we go. Supporting runs is going to be balanced. Right, this will, and where is the progress throughs, right? This will be balanced, right? So there's going to be support. This is underlaps, overlaps. Okay. And this is a focus play. So I've got no underlaps, I've got no overlaps, I'm keeping them balanced. I don't need my fullbacks to come in, but they will still because the game of Football Manager has got some predictability to it. When there's space, the player will go there. Kind of thing. Because many years ago, we used to have players going to the same spots, right? So a lot of the community started complaining about, why are they so stupid? There's another player there. Why can't he go to that space? Over the years, right, as I kind of embedded that logic into the player decision making. So it became a case of then, so I started saying that, now the game abhors a vacuum. Like if there's no player there, somebody's going to go there or somebody's going to play a pass there. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, man, Jao, Profeta. And thanks to all the others who've been following the channel. I know I do not sometimes mention you by name. There are these friends of mine from Australia. They actually came to watch the stream, Mischief and Moisty. Two ladies who wanted to watch the stream. They don't understand football, but they came to watch the stream. And unfortunately, they followed as well, and I didn't notice. They gave me a bit of an earful yesterday. And they asked whether or not I will be streaming World of Warcraft. Yeah. Apparently, there's some people who are keen for me to stream World of Warcraft too now. Nottingham Forest playing Slavia. Victoria present. So these are semi-finals. What a day for us to experiment with tactics, guy. Hey, we haven't played this style of football before, and we are coming into the semi-finals of the conference championship, or whatever we're going to call this, the conference cup or whatever. Okay, and we're going there with 10 substitutes. I'm a genius when it comes to making tactics. Yeah, forget all this basic stuff like having a full bench. Okay, all right. I expect nothing but a win. We're demanding managers. I like the music, man. I've never heard it. Because Liverpool have never played a Conference League. Nice, huh? I like the theme, man. Wow, it's dramatic. First time I'm hearing it. Oh. Yeah, you also never heard it before. Quite cool, right? The European Conference Final music. Okay. All right, we're going to watch it on comprehensive. I'm going to slow the thing down a bit more because apparently it's going at light speed. That's this. All right, this is funky, man. They're playing okay, first up. Okay. I just made it very hard for myself. Okay, you also have to recognize when your formation is asking for trouble. We are playing against a system that is actually packing the center. And I'm trying to go through the middle. Or rather, I try to create chances through the middle. Guys are trying to drop. Yeah, you see, Dance can't get to the ball. But hey, McAtee gets there first. Inside forward, narrow enough. Here comes Nico Williams. We told him to, Okay. I mean, we got a cross. I was expecting that with the fullbacks, right? I told you the fullback's going to stay wide. Cross. Not bad, not bad. I have to make sure Antas. Other things aren't using up my resources at the moment. Vandenberg, McAtee. I want to see what the tactical looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I don't know why. See, they are packed in the middle, so it's very hard for us to create goal scoring chances. It's very, very annoying. I should have like emptied the RAM because we're going from one game to another game. So these tactics patterns are going to be straightforward, right? So I'll try to go through the middle, but you can see, right? You want to create a kind of central attacking play, but you're playing against a system that's got 5. They're going to pack the center too. So the game abhors a vacuum, right? There's got to be players who is going to the right. Danso, Vandenberg will be... Oh, no. No, I think it's got to do with the fact that it's not that. It's just that I am probably using up too many resources just now prior to coming into the game. So that is the reason why. So I have to restart the game. Yeah. I came from one game directly into another game. So when you go from one game to another game, the rig will take some time because it devoted all the resources to the other game, right? So that's what normally happens. You switch games a lot. I switch games a lot. I got so many games that I play. So it'll take some time for the resources to be divvied out again. Then after that, it'll stabilize. Or sometimes what you just do is a flush. We see a lot of central movement. We're getting a lot of central movement, right? But it's not enough because they are sitting back as well. So sometimes when you look at your formation, you got to look at the other formation to see, okay, they're playing a system that's not making it easy for us. So one way is, if you still have a central attacking pattern, is to go behind them. Our F9 is sitting quite deep. That's fine. We're going to try and get behind them. But here, what do? If it was me, right? Immediately, right, I see this. Both of them become wingers. Both the inside forwards become wingers. Then I will stretch because right, what this is causing is, you see how densely packed they are right now because our inside forward is making it easy for them. So my tactic ends up becoming a crossing tactic. What I can do is turn these guys into wingers. They come here. Because they come here, he has to now got to look after them. And this guy attacks the center. That way, the other player can come in. So what we're going to do right now is come inside here, change one of them to a winger. Change this. McAtee, I think this is his left foot, right? So he's a left-footed player. Starvo is a right-only player. That's the only problem. But what I can do is come inside here, go to play instructions and tell him to stay a bit wider. Okay? Because he's gonna try and come in all the time. And then this guy, we're going to come in here and swap him to come in narrower. Okay, because now I want him to come inside. I need to attack the ball. I attack that space. And draw their players out. So he's going to come here. This guy's going to stay wide. That way I can try and pull players apart. And then we come in here. Progress through left. That's the left flank, right? A focus play. And then support runs. Now I go for the underlap. Because right now, all we seem to be doing is just getting jammed in the center. I'll have to restart the rig afterwards. No? Because this is getting a bit jerky. Even for me, I can't watch this. But it is improving. Now it's no longer jerking around so much. Yeah. So you can make small tweaks to your system. Starboard, now you see where he is? Now it's gone wider, right? What does this do? It pulls the players away. Because it pulls the players away, we can now attack this space. So while you might want to create your favorite kind of attacking shapes, you have to recognize that your shape is not suitable for the team that you're playing with. But because I still want my inside forwards to score, he's still narrow. So I'm focusing play down the left, so there are more passes there. And then I'm trying to get players in and try and get them behind now. So there's a lot of focus play down the left. We got the first goal. It is an attack through the middle that we are trying to create. And these kind of tactics, right, you will see F9 scoring a lot as well. Because sometimes you can't score because they're densely packing the center, right? That gives the F9, makes the F9 a very valid target scoring option because they'll be packed, you'll be moving them around. F9 will get into a goal scoring position, or the wider players will get into goal scoring position. So we got the first goal after making the change. So we're still doing this, pulling them away so we can create more space through the middle. So far, so good. Okay, so now I'm going to go to key highlights because that's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see the highlight. So yeah, you have to recognize when you need to make the change and why you have to make the change. The F9 is the ball. He is going to look for opportunities to release the pass. Starboy is a good player. Yeah. So defensively, we're rock solid. I don't foresee a problem with this tactic. F9 will drop. I like sometimes when I play a 4-2-3-1, these kind of variants give me options because I can play. I will recommend a 4-2-3-1 to a lot of people because if you know what to do with a 4-2-3-1, you'll have plenty of ways of playing around it. Do you have to find an F9 in your team? You can play with a striker as well. As long as he's got decent movement, you can play him as a F9. As long as he's got decisions, flair is always great because then he can find the pass. He needs to have strength, passing, decisions, and vision. This is a very defensive tactic. Yeah, look at that. Pressing wingback, wide defensive midfielder, and then pressing defensive midfielder AM. 3 guys in the middle. So yeah, we had to pull that group out of position. See, this wingback now is having a bad game because we are going down that left side all the time. I hate this. We're going to have to restart the rig after this. Okay. So I'm going to have to only commentary now. Yeah, we got to restart the rig after this. I have to. I can't deal with the jerkiness. Meaning I have to restart. You got to stare at my face while I do some optimization, which includes making sure that my HDD, SDD is actually running, has enough space. I suspect it's the SDD as well because of the number of games that I play. It's time to uninstall some of the games too. They scored an equalizer, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. I need to restart the rig. Zero need this quick transition. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I'm going to switch over. You're going to see my face for a while. Yeah. And then we can do a chit chat on the situation in the game. Okay. Quit game, exit. Yeah. It had to happen sooner or later, First, I need to do a quick diagnose properties on my C drive. Available use space, available space. Okay, good. There's more than enough space on my C drive. All right, that's good news. Okay, the bad news was the game ran. Clear the cache. I don't think I'm just gonna do a simple restart. What do you think of Jeff Bezos buying Liverpool? I told you all billionaires' toys. I mean, they got a great brand. And the thing is, Liverpool has become an American toy. I don't know what to make of it. Jeff Bezos is pretty hands off on all his investments, so that's the good thing. And I know that Liverpool have been looking to sell. I know they've been looking at different consortiums to come in. That much I am aware of. Bezos wasn't one of them. They had a few. There was even talk about Elon Musk as well at one point. So there was Elon Musk, and then there was Bezos. But from what I understand, at the end of the day, it's gonna be Bezos with 7 billion USD, right? Yeah. I think that if he does, I know that Liverpool was trying to FSG are looking to sell a portion of the club. I didn't know that they were going to sell the whole club. That I did not know. Yeah, that is a surprise to me. So if they do decide, you know what, we want to release the whole club, that's going to be a shocker to me. That's going to be a shocker. So I'm just stopping some of the things that I normally use in the background. Okay. All right. So I run quite a few things because I game. This is not the only. No wonder. No wonder he was doing all that. Also, there was another reason that was happening, guys. The game drivers have been updated. What's the best attributes for a quick transition? Football Manager, McAtee is a goal scorer and a creator. He does both. He can do both. Yes, I do think he is more of a creator than a goal scorer. But my issue with my team is the fact that I cannot pick who to sign. So the board is the one that picks everybody. So I go with the players they give me. So they gave me these players, and McAtee happens to be one of the players that was at the club, and they haven't sold him. So I've had to play McAtee. There have been seasons where I didn't have a striker. They saw my strikers, and McAtee ended up becoming the striker, and he could score quite a few goals. So that's why I had to drift. And then this season they went and signed Catalere, and he's more of a creator than a goal scorer. I mean, he can score goals, but he's also a bit of a creator. So I had to okay, now how am I going to fit these guys into my team? Hence my situation. So the best attributes were quick transition, stamina, work rate, aggression. These are the three things that you want first up in your team, because aggression is the determination is one of the determining attributes for whether or not you can win the ball for a quick transition, right? Because you need players to win the ball, and you need them to win the ball in midfield so you can do the quick transition. So you need that. You need players with the good off the ball acceleration, decision making, so that these players can explode into the spaces that you want them to go into. Those are just attributes. Yeah. Because you still need players who can make the pass, players who can run into the spaces. So in the spaces, you need anticipation of the ball, acceleration, right? They also need them to have good first touch because the ball's going to land. They have to take the ball down. They also, then you, depending on how high your block is, if your block is very high, they probably don't need so much dribbling. But if you play a mid block, definitely you need dribbling, right? Then you need dribbling technique and then agility, because you need them to be able to twist and turn and beat the player. So those are the attributes you need. So it depends largely on whether you play a mid block or a high block. Okay, that's just the top of the iceberg. No? That's just the attributes. No? Then your tactic has to be played on either cautious or attacking mentality. You cannot play it on balance, you cannot play on positive, because you're not going to get quick transitions on either one of them. Because if you play on positive, passes are going to be shorter. So you ain't seeing no quick transitions in the tactic. What if you played it on lower mentalities? You play on cautious, then you're going to see direct pass, a little more direct passes, as you will with attacking. So the question is then going to be about risk. How much risk are you willing to tolerate? So your mentality choice is actually more important, is the most important factor for you to for your attacking style, because you want the passes to move out the pitch quickly. Is it cautious or attacking? You cannot play any other style. You cannot play on balance, because balance is going to be sometimes short, sometimes long, right? It doesn't work that way. I mean, I wouldn't like to play that way. I mean, some people might, but that wouldn't be for me. Then you're looking at your block. Your block has to be a mid block. You can't play a low block. You could play a low block. I mean, then you'll be defending very, very deep, and then your requirements become more pronounced, because then you will need wingers to bring the ball down the flanks either side, and you need probably two strikers in front, because you need somebody who's got a strength to play the ball off to another player who can beat the line. So your tactics become a function of the players that you have and your style of football. So your instructions are quite important in the game. What kind of instructions do you want to play? Now I got to restart the machine because I had to re-download drivers, man. So those are the things. Those are the things that are more important. So the attributes, the attributes are the physical attributes and the technical attributes that you need, right? Those are very important. I think if Jeff Bezos buys Liverpool, I don't know where. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you ask a team like Sheffield Wednesday, Jeff Bezos is buying Sheffield Wednesday, the whole club fans all going to be celebrating tomorrow because they're going to get promoted, right? You tell Wrexham tomorrow, Jeff Bezos is buying Wrexham, they all jump up and go, yeah, hallelujah, we got 6 billion coming in. The problem when you have new owners is you don't know which direction they're going to take the club in. Yeah, therein lies the uncertainty. And I do expect FSG to divest their income eventually, because they only spend millions buying the club. Now it's worth billions. So if I were them, I'd sell the club eventually, because made the money was 6 billion. What are you going to do with the rest of your money? I got other things I got to focus on, because yeah. So it could be interesting. Now you play a mid block, then the attributes I suggested just now will be the ones that you focus on. The most important attributes are going to be related to you breaking away. So you need mentality. You will need what I suggested earlier. Yeah. Okay, let me turn this guy off. And then what's this? This one, it looks like Radar IO. Okay, turn this one off. Yes, I got Radar IO, guys. Library. And we go in. Does high XGA mean teams play? No, it does not mean anything like that. High XGA has only means, okay, when you have very high XGA, it just means you got a lot of assists coming from high XGA means you're creating a lot of high assist chances. That's it. But the problem with XGA as a value in the game Football Manager is I don't know if it is excludes or includes set pieces. Because if you got a high XGA for players, you got to look at a player to see whether or not he was taking set pieces. The game doesn't tell you what the XGA is. They don't distinguish between, because he's still going to get the assist from a corner. Then that gets factored into the game. And if it gets factored into the game, what's the point of having, unless you score a lot of goals from corners? So I wouldn't look at it. Playing attractive football is a visual thing. You will see in the game, right? Your team is playing beautiful football. Only you can tell. That's why I say the best way to know whether you can score attractive football, the data is not in the game. We don't have it. We don't have any data in the game right now that tells us our team is playing beautiful football. Nothing. So what do? We have to do visual tests and then do what I suggested at the start of the stream. There will be around 10 set pieces anyway, right? Yeah, there will always be a lot of set pieces in the game. But set pieces doesn't mean that it's attractive football. So you have to break the set pieces down. Do you have to take away the set pieces from XG scoreline? XG is just chances created. That's it. That's all you should look at it. All right. Okay, we didn't win, and I don't know how the match. I liked our goal, but that's about it. Okay, we created a really good goal. I mean, that one was break through the middle, and he was in a very good position. It was directly in the middle, right? So that was a good XG chance. So we created a good XG chance. Now the question is, now we play Liverpool. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to try playing this style against Liverpool? Let's try and play this style against Liverpool, okay? Oh my God, I'm about to get my ass handed to me on a plate. This is not a style I play against Liverpool. Like, wow, I'm damn confident that my journeyman Forest team can play at F9 against Liverpool and keep the ball. But we'll have to try because I see the movement patterns of this tactic. I want to create another one later, which has got AP in the middle, creating chances for everybody. That will be fun. Okay, I tell you what we'll do. We'll do that right now. Okay, our AP is one creating chances. Okay, so this time we're gonna have 3 because no point bringing it against Liverpool. So now we got AP, and now this AP is gonna roam. Okay, he's gonna roam from position, and this time I also want the option of width against Liverpool because I want to have more than one goal scoring option here. No? So this guy is still gonna be. We're gonna tell him to come in narrower and cut inside with the ball. Okay, so we don't want him to make more runs, we just standard runs. I don't want him to be attacking too much. But this guy can. All right, so this guy is going to come from a wider position. Actually, right, Stavo is coming in on his right foot. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll tell Stavo to be the main man inside forward. Okay, so we will tell this guy to go wide because he can actually play more. He's a more crafty player. He's much more smarter. So he will start from a wider position. Okay. All right. And then this guy will be left to do his own thing. Okay, that's good. And then this guy is the one that's going to be coming in. So sit narrow is this guy. Okay. And then he'll be cutting inside with the ball and making more runs. So he's going to be attacking. I mean, yeah, okay. We'll make him make more runs. Then this guy is going to stay wider. And then he's going to play standard. Okay, all right, that's it. Okay, so now we got focus play down the right, supporting runs. This means underlaps. This means focus play down the right. That's it. Pass reception, pass into space. Against Liverpool, yeah, I'm going to pass into space. Dribbling, this guy is patient, standard. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's go. We created a tactic. So the goal here now is we're going to build play down the right. And then Stavo is coming in from the left side to score. He's right only some more. So that will really encourage us. But McAtee, because he is a right footer also. So when he plays on the right, McAtee, I think he's right footed. So he'll play like a winger. Right? Okay. So we're looking at him. No, not this. If you're looking at his attributes, he's right. Yeah, he's left footer, so he's gonna come inside as well. So okay lah. Yeah. I mean, I could put the two on the opposite sides, but they didn't become wingers all the way. This is it. This is Liverpool above. Yeah, so Liverpool, and I don't like. He didn't play very well, right? So they're all tired already. McAtee is fine. Dance didn't play well, so we're gonna play Mr. Chernity, who was saved for this game. Kenny Strelly can come and play in this position. Okay, so I got Fujita, Watanabe, Salvador Dali. My team, my players, I look at this. This is the quality of players I have. Okay, Garcia, Chico. We don't have very good players in the club. Yun Strand Larsen. I mean, he's okay. Put him on the bench for PSK. Then we've got this Bischoff. Bischoff is not bad. So Bischoff or Wachun. Okay. All right, so we've got Bischoff or Wachun, Leone. Bischoff can come on. Bischoff's aggression does jumping reach. Ferguson has got the ability to go forward. Jumping reach. Barreiro is also decent. Passing is 13. Bischoff, I think we're going to go with you. Okay, so Bischoff and Ferguson in the middle of the park. Barreiro is on the bench. And then Beraldo is the left back that we are using. Okay. And now, of course, we can also use Nate Brown. But he doesn't have the jumping reach. But he has the pace. Okay, let's go. Is CFD more advanced than the channel forward at the page row shows? Yeah. No, he's more advanced. Consider the CFD the most furthest forward player you can get. Channel forward is the one that moves left and right. Channel forward does a lot more movement. Okay, oops. Let's hope this fixed it. Huh? Okay. Let's hope this fixed it. So comprehensive, plain 2D. Yep, it fixed it. There we go. Right, I played another game. I came into this game straight away. That's why the 2D was a bit jerky. I didn't give it time to clear its RAM. Channel forwards, CFD is an all-rounder, but more further forward now. Wharton, good defending. Sitting back, defending all the way. Gravenberg, good. Cletlet, right. Can't get away. As they bring the ball back to Martinelli. They got a goalkeeper for Terrazino. Wow, what a list of names. Wharton, following words, trying to break through the middle. Lamine Yamal. As long as you keep Lamine Yamal there, it's better. Okay. Don't give him easy chances. Florian Wirtz, oh no, this is my short corner routine. Looking back at me. Oh, he didn't play short. With options, he didn't go short. Wirtz. Good defending again. Chamiti now on the ball. He's playing as a CFD, so he's gonna just go forward. Yep, nice work. And then checks him back the AP, McAtee, Bischoff. See, McAtee is wide, right? That's good, no? Because we got these options on the left now. Bischoff. Nice. McAtee couldn't get inside. Oh, they're playing dangerously right now. Uh-oh. Good defending. The best transfer window is Manchester United. They strengthen where they need to strengthen, and they're looking better than they did before. Hey, Houdini Online. Thanks, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Welcome back, man. Haven't seen you for a long time. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope you and the family are doing really well. Yeah. I hope everyone's having a good time out there. And we're not playing badly, guys. McAtee inside decent goal scoring position again. So far, the tackling isn't bad. I'm playing very aggressively against Liverpool. I'm going to drop it down to cautious. We are playing very aggressively. I just realized that away from home, I want them to be a bit more measured about their passes. The passing lengths will still be the same. If we concede a goal, I'll probably go back to attacking. But It's just a risk. I want the passing length. So cautious and attacking have the same passing lengths. It's just a risk, and then they'll probably be a bit deeper as well. When they are cautious, they're a bit lower, and then their risk profile is lower as well. Fortan on the ball, come on. We're playing out from the back. We're ballsy, man. I've been living up to my name, Lurkin. No, you're the invisible man. I am the invisible man. The invisible man. Oh, I don't know the rest of the words to that song. I wish I knew. I can sing some more. And you probably all stop. You want me to save you guys from my musical excellence. Hey, McAtee White. Yeah, baby. McAtee is white. He's looking to create. Yep. McAtee out wide is dangerous, no? Because he can play those passes from those positions. I'm not playing as a playmaker, although the thought had crossed my mind. But having him wide and still giving him a chance on the ball. Incredible how you can. Yes, I am the invisible man. Those are the words, man. I love that song. Yeah. I think Queen's best years, the music. I think those are the years where there's a lot of creativity in the music industry as well. And there's something about their sound which is so totally original. John Neves, Ilamin Yamal, we're defending well. There, we defended well again. Estavo on the ball. He fights Chamiti. Chamiti does well. On the ball, Stavo comes inside. Inside for his Chamiti. Shoots. Not a great XG, but a good breakaway. To be expected. You don't always get great XG chances when you're playing a favorite team. They're the best team. This is being managed by... Okay, I'll explain the save. In this save, I'm a manager with no power. I cannot sign anybody. I have to use the players that have been offered to me by the board, and I can't do anything but play them. They transfer, they train, they do. I only play tactics. Okay, then we have the league, right? The league is occupied by AI teams plus 3 teams that are controlled by human managers. Godspurs is managing Brighton. Tiki Press is not managing so much as they own the club. Tiki Press is running Liverpool. And of course, Spurs fan is running Spurs. Now, these managers, they have the power to transfer whoever they want to the club. As long as the AI finishes the transfer. So that means they choose the players, they put in the transfer bids, and then the AI takes over. So AI does the negotiations and everything, and they have to wait to see whether they get the player that they want, because they can make the wish that they want this player. They still have to bring that player in. And I have the holiday mode for at least 12 games in the season. That means I don't play during the transfer windows. The AI play does all the games. So sometimes I lose, sometimes I win, sometimes I don't have any players left after the transfer window. So yeah, that's the save. So this Liverpool team has been concocted by Tiki Pressa. And he's already won the title, I think, a few times already. Stavo to Beraldo. We're defending again. Stavo now. Oh, he does well. He's holding on to the ball. Beraldo. He's not losing the plot. Danzo. To Vandenberg. Out to Nico Williams. Now to McAtee. He's pulling them wide for the playmaker to find space. The two of them are working together. It's Chimiti. Header. Terrible chance. I wish I was living this reality where Liverpool is this loaded. Maybe we say Amazon Jeff Bezos. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know about the whole, Liverpool suddenly needing 6 billion and then suddenly, they'll go out there and sign all the world's best players. Could happen. We could live in the new era where it's no longer Arab money that's running the game, but American money. To some extent, I don't know. I don't think Bezos is that hands-on as well, so it'll be okay, I guess. Stavo. This is like an investment. I mean, the guy is one of the richest men in the world. He doesn't need to sit on every single thing that he owns, Oh, come on. We defended, but we couldn't do a quick breakaway. But you see the players go back to their defensive positions quite quickly. Defending quite well. For now. We're not giving away too many chances, but McAtee brings somebody down. Okay, we're gonna go into extended mode because we see enough highlights. Yeah, Chelsea is totally American. But Liverpool has been American for many years. What? But Chelsea is now a different team. Totally different team. Gone are the days when the manager was hey, let's sign everybody we can sign. Now it's a case of, okay, you're not signing any more new players, you can sign retirees. Or Batman just got shook and fell down. Look at Batman fell down. Batman crashed. Hey, Batman, you okay? My friend Batman. He's my hero, man. I love Batman. He's the main man. Oh no, Florian Wirtz in the... Oh, you can't see, but defending. We are defending well. 25 minutes in, and they haven't really crafted much, because we have shunted them to the flanks. Jamiti, come on, does well. Gravenberch, and now they get behind the ball. João Neves, Lamine Yamal looking for options, finds Wirtz. Oh, they finally got a goal. Chelsea, see what you set up. DOF and Manchester to transfer, you just coach, correct? Okay, I mean, let's just face it, they are the better team, right? So eventually they would have scored now. There he got in. Bischoff low. Bischoff's fault. Bischoff has seen that. I mean, for a long time, Bischoff was playing a really... They did what I wanted to do, which is pull them apart. But... Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, baby, but we're going to attack you now. I am the invisible man. Okay, all going up in possession, out of possession. Okay, defensive transition. It'll be counter press. We still need a goal behind. That's it. We can't come back. We kept defending we were defending quite well for a while. Till they scored 2. Near post hitter. Wow, this guy. My players never had a chance, no. My players never had a chance, man. Now we're going to give Lamine Yamal a lot of space. There we go. We got a lot more space now. This could become a colossal scoreline, no? Because with me attacking, Lamine Yamal gets space. I thought we could defend and hold them off. Goalkeeper trying to find the strikers for the pass. There we go. See how I have given up a lot of space now? In order for me to get the goal. But we can't even play the pass out because they are doing a very good job of closing me down. I'm the invisible man. I mean, we're looking at a tactic, but I want to try and see whether we can still score. I need an extra player in midfield. So we are moving this guy up. You go box to box. You go advanced center back. Yeah, which one is the guy that's the more defensive? This guy, right? So this guy is inside fullback. And we're invisible, man. This guy's going up. This guy's coming down. This is going to be crazy, you know, but it's very dangerous. Okay, let's go. More players to create on the right. Ketela is on the ball. Come on. Gets away. Nicely done. One back. We got one back before halftime. Before the changes are made, it worked. This is before my tactic was changes. I mean, this is how I wanted our goals to come, with the playmaker drifting to the right, and then he's working with the focus plays on the right, and we got the goal that we wanted, right? So this is exactly what I wanted to do, right? But this we did on the transition and on the break, yeah. And the striker in the center got the goal. Now I'm trying to put another player in midfield. Right, I'm trying to push this guy up, this guy here. So this is like one weird defensive system. Wait, hold on. This guy will no longer have extra forward runs. Standard. We got to look at this, right? Because this one I could end up conceding goals because it doesn't look very nice. So craft. Okay, not bad. We got one back. The game ain't over. We were defending quite well. Okay, we were defending quite well. Because I didn't see much of the ball. I was prepared to, but now you see. Okay, now we got this tree. I don't see much, man. Okay, all right, good defending. Nico Williams now it's not too far forward. McAtee did the right thing. He was looking for the run. Because now we got Chimiti trying to break through. Chimtiti, I think his name is. Oh no, words. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk and go to attacking soon. But I like this. Ah! Nice. Ah, get there. Good. Because they're still getting these low quality chances now on the flanks. Okay. We're still defending quite well. Oh. I mean, we were down 2 goals down. The first goal, tougher. The second goal was a set piece. The first goal was an edge of the area shot, which was a. So far, all these they can't get into, like, they cannot create good goal scoring opportunities, which is what I'm trying to prevent them from doing. So what they've had is a long range shot and a set piece. We created a good goal scoring opportunity with the one goal. So we just had to work on creating a few more. Okay, go. He's got a break. Come on, so. Ball offside. Hey. End-to-end action here at Anfield. Yeah, I think enough. I cannot handle it. So okay, it's too much drama the game. I'll try and make a tweak every 5 seconds, if I see too much. But which is the way I play normally if I'm not sure. If I'm really desperate to win the game. Okay, nice. Got breaks on left and right. Come on. McAtee. Oh, he's brought down in the area. I think he's in the area. Because he started from wide position and he cut into the area, it is a penalty, man. Come on. What? No penalty. He was brought down in the area, man. Okay, let's see. Team instructions. Encourage. We are gonna take them on now. Bischoff is not playing well. Okay, so we know what to do. So now Bischoff actually is. We'll put Bischoff here. Hold on. Combine here. Put Bischoff here and put Ferguson on the right. Let Ferguson do the hard carry. Denso is not playing well. Beraldo is not playing well. Okay. We got substitutes to bring on later. Chermiti, Stavo. Stavo didn't make the run. Again, they haven't had good goal scoring opportunities and we are happy. Okay, 64th minute. Time to make the changes. All right, Nate Brown comes on. I got no other DMs. This guy is more defender than a DM. Yep, my fault. I didn't bring DMs with me. I left the DMs at home. Bischoff is the only. We have Watanabe and Fujita, and I forgot to bring them. McAtee is playing much better now. Okay. Bischoff is playing better now. All right, we're gonna go to attacking. Stavo on the ball. Yeah, turns the player nicely. Bischoff. Danso is playing high up the pitch as a libero because we need the extra play in midfield. We missed a glorious chance. They got their numbers back. But definitely it's a much better performance after going a goal down. Overall, it's not a bad performance, considering the crowd of players I have. But it's still only 2-1. Aye. You need goal line technology for that. I'm disappointed. It's not too bad. No. We didn't win the game, but it was a decent performance. Very nice. It wasn't to be. I'm not unhappy with the performance, but definitely we have something here. Okay, Liverpool didn't have any good goal scoring chances. They had one from outside the area, and then they had one from a corner. We created one very good goal scoring chance, right? And we had another one that we scuffed. Okay, so overall, I still think that our tactic is there. We're getting there. So we got one version which is we drop deep, right? So, and then we got another one where we are using this guy. So we got several options. So when you play a tactic, right, how do you want to create variants of your own tactic? So we got this one where we drop deep and then we try and get behind them. But against a team like Liverpool, right, we can't do that because Liverpool are just too good. So they were just way too good for us. So now who are we playing against next? According to this, we're playing Slavia. Okay, away from home, we want to score the goals. Okay, so what we're gonna do is they're gonna be defensive because it's 1-1. So we're gonna take the game to them. So Stavo will play as we'll play the same way. AP, CFD, DM, but this guy will now be a box to box, the same thing that we did earlier. We got this guy to be an advanced centre back, so we do a big build up from this side. This guy's going to come here. He'll work with this guy. So sometimes you go to the left and Bischoff could end up coming here. No, we'll play Ferguson here. Bischoff could end up here. He's not bad, but this Ferguson will push up here. This guy's going to roam left and right. Okay. And become a nuisance. And then the fullback on the left, this guy will be an inside fullback. And this guy will be a regular fullback. Okay. So this guy comes up. We get like a really loose three with this guy as the last man. And if I want to, I can play them as a 3-man team, but then this guy will have to move forward. So we don't want too much confusion in our tactic. So we've got this guy staying wider, and we got this guy coming inside. Yeah. Now to encourage more of those kind of passes, we're gonna keep our standard and or narrower. And then we're gonna dribble, we're gonna encourage them not to take the players on. Supporting runs are coming from both flanks. Focus play is gonna be on the right. It's because we want to focus play on the right. Okay. Slavia, we want to get into the conference finals. Okay. We didn't play very well in the first match because we were affected by the jerkiness of the video. So how many? Okay, I want to know if you're a Liverpool fan, you're watching this stream. Okay, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're watching this stream. How do you feel about Bezos becoming? Oh, maybe even Bezos, FSG selling their stake to Bezos. I don't like it. I don't think Bezos has got any interest in football. Zero interest in sports. FSG, on the other hand, are interested in sports. They own the baseball teams, right? They own some baseball franchises, and Liverpool have got a presence in other clubs. While Bezos comes in, he knows next to nothing about football. What's he gonna do? He's going to be a toy. He wants to hobnob with people like Gianni Infantino, who's probably going to be out of a job come next year. Man. Well, like look at our team. Chemiti injured, the starting goalkeeper injured, Chico's injured. I think it's the worst thing that can happen to Liverpool. If Bezos becomes the new owner of Liverpool, good luck. Good luck to all the Liverpool fans. I think that there should be some kind of I think it's far too. Margaret Thatcher made it too easy for football clubs in England to become taken over by foreigners. Too easy. Because this was during the height of England needed investments, right? So they made it easy for foreign countries, foreign organizations to buy into British companies and thereby British clubs as well. So they never protected the football industry very well. So I think this is terrible for them. Okay, we're gonna bring Endoy. We're gonna bring Mr. Dance. We're gonna play him as a CFD. McAtee was fine. I like him. I think he does well controlling the ball. Beraldo will sit out. Then we also have to bring. I think the others are not available. Yeah. Canestrelli is not available. He's unregistered. Ruben Larson cannot play. And then the rest of the players can't play. Yeah. This guy is injured for 9 to 3 weeks. And the resting unavailable? Let's go. Bang. Yeah, these are only players that are available to us. We got Wachon and Pesquet. So Pesquet will be on the bench. All right. That's it, man. No other players can play. So if Liverpool do get Bezos, it's the worst thing that can happen to the club. That means FSG will not FSG sold the club not to an entity that cares about Liverpool. They care about the bottom dollar. They got the best value they could get for the club. That's how I see it. So I'm very disappointed if this happens. Yeah. Oh, shucks. We're supposed to be playing high up the pitch. Okay. Out of possession. We're not playing mid-block. We're going all the way. We're going all the way. We'll go all the way. Hi. We'll go all the way. Ting, 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 all the way. We'll go all the way. We'll go all the way. We're going all the way, everybody. All right, this guy's got to track, and this guy's going to track. Okay, so we're going to put a lot of pressure on this team. Okay. No more sit back. Yeah. I think I left out the rest. Yeah. Bang. Nathaniel Brown, the Clatterlair. And over the top. What a pass to McAtee, man. McAtee puts it in. And Star Wars. Oh, my goodness. They were under so much pressure from the get-go. We create. Oh, that was a good move, but not a great goal scoring chance. That's a header, most likely. So you have to look. We can look from here, okay? That way we can tell whether it's a header or not a header. Or we go broadcast. Yeah. Then all the highlights will be 2D. Yeah, okay. That's it. That way we can get the best of both worlds. Now, if I want to keep, right, attacking is too much, right? So we go positive. Why? Because we're gonna keep the ball. Better. It won't be so direct anymore. Now we keep the ball on the ground and keep the ball away from them. They move the ball and we bring our players up the pitch. They have two target forwards and a shadow striker. When they get the ball in defense, they just want to put the ball up and try and score. So we are moving the ball around, trying to create goal scoring chances. Here comes Meister. Yeah, we're not happy with this, so we'll be rate our team. God, first highlight I see is we are defending. Okay, maybe extend the highlights so I can make changes if I need to. Okay, Fortan on the ball. Come on, roll it out, son. We got all these players waiting for you, no? Okay. All right. Okay, and the other thing we're gonna do is we did not do this until we did it in mid game, right? So goal kicks are gonna be short. Encourage patience is gonna be walk into box, and then we're gonna run at the defenders. Dribbling is gonna be encouraged. Pass into space. Boom. Okay, done. Yeah. I didn't make changes, but this is important because I need to pass into space while dribbling at the team. Yeah. So that they withdraw them right out of position. Star Wars got inside. That was a good position to be in, right? That was a very good goal scoring position. So we got one of them already in a good goal scoring position. So Ferguson, McAtee, Bischoff, halftime. All right, we're gonna work ball into box now. Be a bit more patient about chances. Progress through. Where's work ball into box? Crossing style. No, low cross will be cutbacks. Where is work ball into box? Patience, yeah. We're going to box and then crossings are low. So we're gonna do cutbacks as well. So we're really, really pushing higher and higher up the pitch now. Bishop the Denzel. Over the top. Oh no. What a stop from Fortan. Fortan injured. There you go. Picks up an injury, man, straight away. McAtee find the other playmaker. Ferguson plays it back. Okay, not bad. We are completely dominating. But we have to be patient now. We cannot just because they're set up to defend the whole game. So there's no point playing on a high attacking mentality. Positive is just nice. Yeah. Because your passes will be short. They will be defending anyway, so it's not like you're gonna draw them up with a mid block. Right? Even if you do a mid block, they'll get back and defend. My only worry is my keeper, no. Here comes Nate Brown. That high is a high XG chance. That is a very high XG chance. That's a 0.6. 0.5, 0.6. Yeah. A tap in is a 0.8. Into the area, not a good chance. They clear the danger, but okay. That's actually good ball control. Oscar. Oh, Ferguson does well. Okay, good. All right. I'm kind of happy. I'm just going to leave it here. I'm only worried about my goalkeeper now. Because I think that I will change my goalkeeper after him. He's a good goalkeeper. On the bench, who do we have? I mean, me thinking of not. Oh, okay. Next time, I should do Oliver Dovan, goalkeeper, is pretty average. Oh, we scored a goal. Oh my god. That is like, okay, do I consider that high XG chance? I don't really, but the game will rate that as a very high XG chance. Because it's like an empty goal, empty net. Empty net. It's out of position, right? In a good XG position, take a header and score a goal. Because the game will factor in with the goalkeeper's position as well. So looking at this, right? If you look at this, come in here. I mean, I don't know where's the match stats. Where are the match stats? Match momentum, match stats. The XG is 1.80. And then if you look at all the shots, but it's very hard to tell from here. You gotta come inside here. And then it gets even harder because of the, lighting. Okay, home. I turn this off and turn this off. And yeah, didn't make much of a difference. This is the actual color of the game. This is the actual color of the UI, without much changes. Yeah, not the game. This is skin, right? So I take the tone map off. I can barely see what the number is. So one of the biggest complaints about the game is the fact that you can't mouse over this and then I think what this means is the chance is 0.29 XG. Yeah. At this chance is 0.29. So this chance with this goal we scored is 0.29 XG. But you can't do it at any of the other breaks. Which makes sense, but it's a header inside the area. But if it's with the feet, right, it would be a 0.6 XG chance or 0.5 XG chance. So we gotten the goal we needed. Now the question is whether we want to protect our goalkeeper. I want to protect my goalkeeper. I got a whole season. I got the rest of the season to finish with this guy. So take him off. Or is it Patole? I think undo. Dovan, 28, 15. Communion command area 13, 12. Handling 15. This guy? Handling 13. Okay, so this guy goes on. Dovan. All right. Then we'll play him. And then Chamiti on for dance. Okay, we take the strike off and put on. We take a striker and a goalkeeper off. Kind of balance it out. So we wanted to create a good goal scoring. We created one or two good chances. All right. The XG here means jack to me, 1.99. Yeah, because as far as I'm concerned, we only have one decent chance in this whole game, and it was a header. So I will probably not get excited. But it's typical for tactics that are sitting back and defending like a back five system. So then you have to learn how to how do I unlock the back five system. So we modified a 4-2-3-1 so that it can stretch back five systems. Now, we don't need to be playing at this intensity anymore, right? So what we can do, I decide to play a mid block in possession. Tempo can be standard. Out of possession, we will go back to, defensive transition. I never play counter press. Okay, all right, cool. And then the press is standard. That's fine. Defensive line lower. Yeah, we don't do any. We're not gonna go and tell the backline to move forward. Team shape, we'll just tell this guy in possession, we now change you back into a center back. Let them come at us. And then instead of having this combination where BBM goes up, we get them to be a DM. And now we do the F9. inside forward combination. And this guy becomes a fullback, and this guy becomes a fullback. Well, we can also remove the sit narrow, so we don't need this anymore. Because this guy is only there for the extra man. Yeah, because I wanted an extra man in midfield, right? That's why I had this guy go up. This guy go up, this guy go up. This guy went up because he's a box-to-box. This guy is an ACB, he's a libero. And this guy is a false fullback. So he came in. So I had an extra man here all the time. So it will allow us to pull that team out of shape. But now what I'm going to do is going to be a bit of a nuisance. Put McAtee as F9, Catalan, and Chamitis. Chamitis. I mean, I've never used him here as an inside forward. It will be a first. Okay. Because Stavo is also right footed, right? So he's also right footed. So it's not much of an option for me. Okay, I just want to hit them on the break. So let's make sure that the two. Chamiti is here, McAtee is here. Okay, and this one? McAtee. Okay, all right. So we sorted that out. So, wrong. Combine. Chamiti here, McAtee here. Get it right, Daljit. Okay. All right. Or we can actually, never mind. Let's not confuse things. So, I haven't finished all my changes. Things I need to remove. I need to remove all the reasons why we are running at them. So, in possession, encourage work ball to box. We don't want to do that anymore because we are doing this. No more balance. Supporting runs both flanks. Okay, this will be underlaps. We don't want underlaps anymore. Progress through the right flank. That's not really something I want to do anymore because I'm not using the guy to hold up the ball and play the pass in. Right now, I'm looking to hit one over the top. Okay, so the mentality is going to be cautious. And also, we don't make sure opposition instructions are also not doing this because we are doing all this, right? So our players are going to be out of position. I want them to not be out of position anymore. This is fine when you're attacking, but if you're playing a mid block, remove this straight away. Okay, all the changes, we confirm. And then we hit play. There's more than enough time, right? But hey, man, I want to see out the 1-0. Okay? Anything can happen in extra time. Yeah, we saw the game out. We want to go to the finals. So Nottingham Forest are back in the final of European competitions. We're going to be playing Lyon in the final. Triumph over Stitched. Oh, I don't know what that means, man. So Lyon smashed Victoria Pilsen 6-1. We eked out a win over Slavia. So we were never the favorites of the Champions League. We were never favorites of conference, but we're there. We're at the final. We at least make a name for ourselves. We went to the finals. We can say us Brighton and Spurs. Did you make it to the finals of any continental competition? No. What about Liverpool? Maybe. Hey, all of you. Brighton didn't make it to the final of a continental competition. Liverpool didn't make it to the final continental competition. I'm stumbling over my own words. We did. Forest did. We're in Europe. We qualified for the finals. Go on holiday. Hey, shucks. Yeah, stop. Spurs hardly Europe. Yeah, you all are waiting for the day to be in Europe. This could be it, no, guys. This could be the season. I finally win a trophy. Hopefully, I win a trophy. Man. Hey, I will tell you the truth, right? If I win a trophy, you see the icon going up. No? That's how little I played this game. If I win the trophy, it'll be by one of those rare achievements. I don't play this game so often. I'll be very frank with all of you. I'm never going to lie to you, though, right? If I think this game is not worth it, the only thing worth playing with Football Manager is if you want to come to grips with the tactical manager, AI manager. But for me, I need a challenge. See, the thing about me is this: I need a challenge. If I don't have a challenge, I'm not occupied. I give you an example. Right now in Diablo, I'm playing Diablo 2. I want to do a class to do damage, right? People are doing the billions. My challenge is to do it in the quadrillions. That means 1,000 trillion. That's what I want. But I want to do it with different classes. I'm obsessed. Because to me, it's like a puzzle that needs to be solved, right? Because all the parts are moving. It's not like you can perfectly create the guy, like you watch all these videos, some guys are doing it, right? Some of them have done it with exploits, meaning they were able to get all the best gear. And they can do it with trading as well, which is they can trade real funds, okay, for the perfect gear. that game, because all of them have got the perfect gear. It's like everything is too picture perfect, and I can't. That's why. So if FM27 lands and it's a shitty game, I'll tell you guys too. It's not worth it. But I'm hoping that it is. I'm quietly optimistic. I have not seen the game. I have no clues on what the game is going to be like. From what I understand, nobody has seen the game yet. Okay, no, anybody who tells you they've got a clue or whatever, they haven't seen the game yet. Yeah, the game is not here yet. Hey, what happened to my Fujita? Fujita is here. Watanabe and Fujita both never got a chance to play. They were just now the last game. Okay, we got Doman. We don't need Patu but only so Fujita comes in. We don't need Edwards. We will bring Watanabe. All right, we got that. Canistrelli hardly ever plays. That's a sad thing about him. We got Watanabe. I mean, Canistrelli will be the next defender. Well, we got Leone on the bench. Okay, it's all right. All right. No. Let's not do this. Out of possession, we're going up, and we're going up. Okay, so we're gonna attack now. Okay, this is what against who I don't know. We Bournemouth. Okay, that's it. We were playing Bournemouth. We're bringing the game to Bournemouth. Okay, so we go football, fullback. No. Okay, we'll do it the same way. Inside fullback just now. And then we'll go out of possession. Team instructions. Goal kicks are short. We're gonna draw them out. Dribblings encourage, patience, low. Okay, all done. I think I might have screwed up somewhere. Yeah, that's the place I screwed up. Okay, up and then standard and then on. All right, this is high press is standard, right? Okay, we leave it. This is fine. This is fine. Out of possession, we're gonna out of possession shape. We're gonna leave it like this, and then we'll adjust it in the game if we need to. If I need to, I'll adjust it in the game. But again, this one is gonna be creating space down one side to get the other player to score. I mean, I would love to make like 20 variants before the next game, but this has to be like you play a few games to see it, right? Otherwise, randomly I'll be randomly throwing darts at the football proverbial tactical board. I don't want to do that. Nico Williams done so. This is a safe setup. Okay, Bischoff. Danso pushing forward now. Finds Ferguson. Nico Williams out to McAtee. McAtee is wide. Yep. He pulls the player out, goes back, and then gets us a corner. All right. That's not too bad. Bournemouth, if they play like this, we can go low cross. Yeah, they are playing deep. Okay, so we're going to go low cross. Now, when I see teams sitting down deep like that, I go low cross. Okay, boom. Where is this? Okay, low cross. And then patience will ball into box. And then come inside here, see whether I got the extra man to do what I want them to do. In possession, yeah, we got the extra man. All right, let's go. So we got to put an extra man on the right so that we can create a flood on the right with this guy. This box to box goes up, we'll have an extra man. All our build-up play will be on the right now. That means Stavo is the person I'm aiming for. Oh man, they got inside and they're looking to shoot. And we are attacking them all the way. Oh no, bro. Because I want to play this tactic in the finals of the conference. I don't want to change. I want to create this kind of focused tactic. Putan to Vandenberg. Okay. McAtee. Williams. Back to McAtee. Oh, McAtee does well. These guys all the way here, man. Like a bad rash. Nico Williams on the ball. Ferguson. Place the ball to Chamiti. Chamiti tries to beat the players, but he can't. We got a free kick at the edge of the area. This is territory for the boys to try something from here. Bischoff. Can he find the back of the net? Oh, strikes the wall. Strikes the wall. The wall did his job. Okay, we got a key. So what I've done is I've created this build-up play here for this guy. But can we do more with this guy? Now he's a point man, right? So now I'm going to ask him to move left and right. More movement now. He's going to be on the left one moment, he's going to be on the right one moment. Now he's got a lot of movement on him. So that means that the player that's more dangerous now is the AP behind, because he's going to have space to move into attack. And Stavo will also be able to drift. So this creates a lot of movement, lateral and vertical for the tactic. Oh, a shot there from Stavo. We get another corner. Well, sometimes you can make small changes. Like, I like Channel 4 AP. I don't know why people say it's such a bad combo, but it's a beautiful combo. Now, you want the AP to get involved, right? We thought setting up like attack, right? I want it to be deeper. We get more players involved. We get into the area. We try to score some goals with my team that I have no choice with, right? I've got no choice with this beautiful team. We're being given to us. It's like, this is what Bezos... Will Bezos do the same thing to Liverpool? Go to the manager, calls his friend in England, say, who's some good players to sign? The fella says, I think you should sign it. This guy, the guy he calls is a closet Manchester United fan. He calls them and says, you know who you should sign? There's this guy in Singapore. His name is Jimmy Carters. He's a very, very good player. Then there's this other joker. They'll give them all kinds of bogus names, I'm telling you. Bezos knows next to nothing about football. I hope he doesn't become a Liverpool. I don't want Liverpool. I don't want Bezos anywhere near Liverpool, man. He knows next to nothing about football and he's going to become owner. Fuck that shit, man. Seriously. He's going to destroy Liverpool from the inside. You look at what happened to Chelsea. The American owner that bought into Chelsea probably bought the Football Manager game and then loaded it, looked for the some wonder kid list and said, okay, go and sign all these players. And then I would look at them, look at what has happened to Chelsea. Chelsea has been wrecked by the American ownership that has got zero clue on managing a sports club. So forget it. I think it's a bad move. I mean, I was never a big fan of the Americans coming in, but Liverpool definitely needed investment. Okay, so fine. Yeah, okay, they need investment. So hoping that we get like people that are invested in the sport. Say what you want about Manchester City and the Emiratis, right? Those guys love football, bro. They are football junkies, in the Middle East. What do Americans, Americans, now is a perfect time for Americans to buy football franchises. Why? Because of the World Cup. That's all. They want to take advantage of all the things about football and what's making it so great and wonderful. And remember, the Women's World Cup is coming next year. I don't know if UEFA is going to take part. England might not be taking part anymore. Okay, good defending. And a pass, yes. Kettle to Chamiti. Chamiti plays a channel forward now. Stavo comes inside because of the space. Nate Brown. He's gonna play as a fullback. He's not gonna try something if he cannot go forward, which is what I want. Because remember, we aren't the best side. We're playing against Lyon, so I don't want a tactic that just goes running at players. But right now we're playing on an attacking mentality, right? So okay, understandable. Okay, Bournemouth. Okay, coming in. I love that, man. The defending is good. Okay, all right. No, okay. Again, oh, what a goal! Low XG chance, but that's a good goal. It's a low XG chance, but it's scored. This is a very low XG chance. We defended as well as we could. This is a great strike from outside the area. I mean, when it's a great strike, what can you do, right? Yeah, you got to stop it at the source and play better. That's all. That is a poor defense. Poor performance from our players who concede the goal. You got to recognize when your team that was just poor defending. We had moments when we defend well and then moments we play like Muppets. And that was one of those moments. Oh no, this is another Muppet moment. Okay, how do you fix this? You go straight to cautious. Your defensive line is going to drop. That's it. That's the only thing I'm going to do. Because this will drop my defensive line immediately. Because I can see that the player was running backwards. And then I don't want, again. What is this? What's the mistake here? I encourage runs because now my players can't run with the ball, right? So every time they try to dribble, they lose the ball. So come in here, remove this, right? Remove this. So we're not playing well enough to even justify any of these instructions. Okay. All right. So dribbling is encouraged to balance dribble. Why? Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna tell my team not to dribble. B rate is also a very good chance. Oh, there we go. Oh, what a miss! That was a glorious miss, man. Uh, okay, we guys got no more movement in and out. There's nothing's gonna happen. Stay there in the area. Be a target poacher. Final forward. I was trying to be funky with creating goals. It didn't work. They play a box to box. He comes up here with a shadow striker, punching through with these two. And then this two. So they got this left side attack that wallops my this side where the ACB is playing. I think if nothing can be worse than Glacier. Wait till you see what Bezos does to Liverpool. Yep. I won't be surprised if he becomes Liverpool enter the worst few years of their lives after this. It could be the worst thing that ever happens to Liverpool. And then everybody will think the family group is a damn good, very good owners. Chemtiti is not playing well, so I'm going to bring Jan Stroon Larsen, give him a chance to play as a poacher. With 8 minutes left to go. It's a European hangover. They had too much of a fun time after winning. Nico Williams, Ferguson. Damn it, our passing is terrible today. We can't even string simple passes together. This poor performance. How do you know Bezos used his own money? Well, how do we know Bezos used his own money? I tell you, they didn't use their own money. No way he used his own money. He took a loan from a bank. Guarantee you he took a loan from a bank. They don't use their own money. I refuse to believe that Bezos used his own money. No way. I wouldn't be if I had $100 billion in my bank account, I still won't use my own money. I'll go to the bank and say, give me 6 billion tomorrow. Then I'll go back to the club that I just bought and tell them, look, I bought away a club, I took a loan, okay? You have to repay the loan. You have to show me that you're a good investment before I let you have big transfer budgets. Why would Bezos is not buying it out of goodness of his own heart? What, I love Liverpool, I'm going to buy them for 6 billion. No way, man. He didn't do this out of the goodness of his own heart. He bought this as an investment. So he's never going to use his own money. No matter, he will say, yes, I'm using my own money. Bullshit. It's going to be 6 billion. It got from a loan from a bank. I guarantee you that much. There's no way it's going to be his own money. No matter what he says, it will never be his own money. Because it makes no sense. Because it's like, to use his own money is akin to being charitable. No? And you think they're going to be charitable with 6 billion. My God, they're not going to be. He's going to be, I guarantee you, a bank loan. 100%. And then he's going to tell, then there are going to be investments here, investments there to win over the fans. But he's not going to win over me. 100%. I don't like the idea of Jeff Bezos being a Liverpool owner. I was not really happy with the family group initially or the first round of American investment, but the club needed it. But to be honest with you, right, what has really, I mean, like, when look at what's happened in the last 3 years, for example, at Liverpool. What has happened in the last 3 years? Liverpool have become a club that's so interested in buying players for the sake of what the managers don't get to choose the players that they want. They've been given the players. That's what Arne Slot said too. Like Frimpong, the signing boy, because of homegrown nation. Look, they had the chance from day one to get a player for a TA, right? TA was going to leave, but we don't want to give TA the money because TA we can't for whatever reason TA left the club. Okay, he left the club because of his best friend, but at the end of the day, it still comes down to the fact that you should have seen this coming from a. Everybody saw it coming. The club couldn't have not seen it coming. There are so many other good players out there in the market. In the market that they could have signed, and it was not like TA was a damn good player to begin with. If you are so data driven, why couldn't you have seen that TA was not a good player? All he had was a great pass, but he was a hopeless defender. He couldn't defend to save his life, right? But he could play the great pass. In certain tactical systems, it makes sense. So I always thought, nah. And what did they do with Richard Hughes? Richard Hughes didn't sign players that Liverpool could use. Richard Hughes signed players that, for some reason, were, for once, right? Liverpool started going out there to buy like really expensive players. No, what happened to the whole idea by buying Mo Salah? It's like Michael Edwards suddenly became, oh, we did a whole. I bought Mo Salah and this is a gem. We can do it again, but no, we're not going to do it again. We're going to pay 150 million, 175 million for this guy. Let's throw some money for this guy. Let's throw some money. Look, don't forget, we threw money for Darwin Núñez too, right? Okay, but Alexander Isak was the craziest signing of all time. Of all time. For me, the signing of Alexander Isak was crazy. I was like, hey, Liverpool. People argue Liverpool don't need DMs, right? Because we got young players coming through. We got McAllister and we got Gravenberch, right? But we always needed defenders. So I know that we've got Leone who's injured. And we got Paquet, Jeremy Paquet, who's also a good defender. And therefore, they don't want to go out there and get another one. But couldn't they have gone out there and gone for a loan signing? Couldn't a loan signing have been the very first thing they do? They didn't even do that. So, what they should have done was to win over the fans from the first day. And gone, guys, we're going to do a loan signing. They didn't do that. So, when they didn't do that, they lost me as a fan. They lost me completely. I was like very disappointed. I was like thinking to myself, what the hell is going on in this club, man? Yeah, Liverpool are going to go through. Liverpool are not going to win anything this year. Oh, no way, man. Finish top 4, be damn lucky to finish. Because Chelsea, for all that has been said about Xabi Alonso, right? He's signed a bunch of old farts, right? Yeah, true. But it's also got a lot of young players there too. So I'm not worried about Chelsea. They will grow and become decent. Okay. Then got Arsenal. Arsenal, hands-on, untouchable at the moment. They are just gonna go from strength to strength. They are gonna get some really, really talented players in the team. So Arsenal still favourites. United, dark horse. This season, United are definitely in with a shout for the title. So is Man City. Okay, Man City, United, Arsenal will be a 3-horse race. Liverpool will be looking for the location of the Anfield Stadium because they won't know how to find their way around the field. They won't know how to score goals. They won't know how to defend. Yeah, basically, that's them. Liverpool are going to be in a lot of trouble. Because you don't start a season, and Iraola will be like, they need a manager like Iraola to win the fans by playing attacking football, but they're not giving him the tools. I think, yeah, Isak warrants his price, but is Isak what we needed? The thing is right now, right? People say Isak warrants his price. Okay, great. But between Isak and getting a right winger, who do you think Liverpool needed more? Mo Salah was at the club, but they could have gone for a right winger too. See, Liverpool have been making some strange decisions the last couple of seasons. No? One of them was hanging on to Salah when he obviously was now a creator. But instead of, if you knew Salah was a creator, why the fuck did they go and sign Frimpong for? Because Frimpong is not a phenomenal defensive cover, no. So they need Salah to keep dropping back and defending instead of having somebody who can play. I mean, yeah, oh my God, second goal is terrible. We're just talking football now. I don't know what to say. I wanted to say berate, but I went to very attacking mentality. we consider a goal. This is a side of the football that we're attacking some more. So you drop the FCB combination. So when we push up, we lose the ball straight away. We lose the ball, we get whacked. So I'm dropping the ACB because they probably have no, it's not working. That's why. My day is going well, man, JJ. Thank you for asking. How's your day? Who knew ATK was some baby Henry? ATK is a good player, though. I like Hugo at KTK. I mean, there was talk about him when I was playing before he joined Liverpool about his talent. No? There was his coaches were saying he's got very good close control, no? As a football player, and there was a lot of this talk about KTK, but KTK surprised a lot of people at the start of the season when he started scoring some very, very well crafted goals, which displayed his close control, like his first touch. Right, it was sweet, no? In the final third. I thought it was brilliant. KTK played well. I mean, we're playing a high block, trigger press. We're playing. I'm supposed to change all this. I didn't change though. We're playing away to what's that team called? We're supposed to play a mid block. Idiot. No, I'm really asking for trouble on this stream. We flex our muscles on the wrong team. I think Liverpool have got problems. This season, it'll be shit. I tell you what we'll do. We don't want to watch this game anymore. Only commentary come. Arsenal 2 Liverpool, and I'm very attacking mentality. Suppose they change it just now. It didn't change. I did go and change it, right, to cautious. It didn't change. The bugs that are in this game are bloody annoying. Sometimes, do you know that sometimes you can change your tactics, right? And you change your mentality, one of them will not change. Yeah, this just happened to me. 4-0. You keep on skipping. No need to watch the goals anymore. There's no instant result. I can't mean instant result. Show opposition replays. No, don't show any replays. But Newcastle, I think Newcastle is one of those clubs, right? They have got no say in the transfer. They have a club, right? As when it comes to transfer signings right now, they're on a budget. There's one club seems to be on a budget. No, I mean the fact that they lost Bruno Guimaraes. Oh my god! They had a back button bug too. There are bugs inside the game. Sometimes I don't like playing this game because you make a change and you think it's been registered, but it hasn't been registered. There's a bug in the game, and you go through because the problem with this game is this. The moment you make a change, you hit the play button, the game calculates already. That means now you got to make another change or you do something different for the game. So you lost. Yeah, you lost, basically. So that's one of the reasons why I don't bother after that. I know that I've lost the game. Yeah. You have to reset the tactic. Yeah, there's so many bugs. There are a lot of bugs with the tactical UI. I like the match engine, but I fucking hate the UI. I hate the UI with a vengeance, no. And I'll tell you something, if these bugs remain next season, I'm going to say the same shit again. I say don't buy the game. There's too many bugs in the tactical UI. Because if there are still these bugs in the tactical UI, I won't be playing the game. I don't believe that we should. Yeah. The back button bug has been there for a long time. But the back button bug is not when you make a change, right? There's a bug that is in the tactical creator, no. There is no continue button, right? So you do the changes, right? And it actually registers the changes without you. It registers the changes when you hit the. You close the. You have to. I have to do a change. Hold on, I think I know what to do. Okay, so let's try this. Tactic. Make a change. Okay, so we make a change. Any change. Okay, so we make this change. And we make this change, right? Okay. Wait, hold on. I have to do it. Counter press. Confirm. Well, that's one. Where is it? There's one more. I got there. It's got to do with the opposition instructions as well. Was it set pieces? Okay, if these tactical changes are pending, you come inside here now. All right, you made these changes, right? Okay, you made these changes. Now you go in, you assume, right? I'm gonna make a Attacking change. Okay, confirm. Okay, now it's changed, right? Can I go in the attack thing? Now it's okay. Now got drop off more. When did I put in drop off more? I never drop off more. Okay. All right, let's try again. Okay, not tag. Confirm. Okay. Okay, come in. It's changed already. Okay. All right. So now we come in here. Go mid block, low block, confirm. Okay. Go. Okay. Press again. Come in here and press mentality to very defensive. Confirm. Okay. Now mentality is very defensive. Low block, counter. It is okay now. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. You know. Sometimes the changes are there, sometimes they're not there. If you click from inbox, the next I never do that. Oh, that one, the one you remember the tactics screen, you can't close it. That one is a bug. That's a known bug. That happens quite a few times for people. Yeah. It happened to me too. The one where what about the one where you are stuck in the dressing room? You make the changes, right? And you head out and you cannot leave the dressing room. The game is going on, you're still stuck in the dressing room. I actually happened on stream with me once, and I had to joke about how I've been given a red card and I can't go into the game. So we are ninth. Brighton confirm no transfer budget, and Spurs are safe. Yeah, I never got Spurs. So we have got a semi-final conference. Oh, Spurs fan, yeah, the set pieces. Yeah, I never touch set pieces because there's a bug with set pieces. Because if you go into the game and set pieces, there's no confirm button. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna play a mid block, balance, no counter press. Okay, standard team shape. We're gonna go CFD inbox. Pump. I'm gonna play him here. Okay. Out of possession is gonna drop there. Okay, in possession is gonna move forward. Okay. So we still have the build out pattern, but there's gonna be a more focus for us when we fall back and defend. Manchester United have qualified for the UEFA Conference League. So this year we're not going. But we got to the finals, right? So that's a good season for us. In 11 days' time, we can holiday. So the season has ended. Sorry, we didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. So season has ended. Okay, guys, the season has ended. And the overall champion in the Premier League is Arsenal. Arsenal has won the title. Liverpool finished second. Spurs Champions League fifth. Hey, congratulations. Nottingham Forest 9th and Brighton are 12th. So Brighton don't get to be in the transfer market. So you guys are gonna be doing all the transfer shenanigans. We are going on a holiday to the next match. And then we will be going for the conference. Yeah, Champions League. You finished fifth. Fifth is Champions League spots. I hope. I hope. I don't know. I don't know what the coefficient is this year. And I'll save the game and then hand it over to you guys. Right. Then you guys can take over the game until next week. Then tomorrow there will not be Football Manager. We'll be doing something different. Yeah, we might do something different tomorrow. Yeah. Or we might just start a new save. Do tactics and you can upload your tactics. Yeah, why not? We do bring your tactics tomorrow. I'll start a stream a bit earlier. Then I will probably start with Liverpool and then you can bring your tactics tomorrow. I think that's a good move. At least I can play with your tactics. Maybe you guys know more than me. Now we gotta wait. And furthermore, I like bring your tactics. You know why? Because I don't have the whole world loaded. This one has the whole world loaded. This one has the whole world loaded, so it takes a longer time to spin to the next day. I want to show you the 352. Okay, I want to see the 352. So bring it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do the thing. Oh my God. A consortium led by Amit Bhatia, the son-in-law of Indian billionaire Lakshmi Mittal, is set to acquire a one-third stake in Liverpool. This consortium will feature Jeff Bezos and Facebook co-founder Eduardo Saverin, with FSG set to make an announcement very soon. Oh, they're not selling. Fenway Sports Group is not selling the club. So the consortium is coming in. They just need money. So they done what Wrexham have done now. Wrexham did the same thing, right? Because I mean, you don't, like I said, you don't use your own money. You use other people's money. Right. Yeah, you already made 6 billion on the valuation. So what you going to use your own money for? You can't keep using your own money. So some other Sovereign has been living tax-free in Singapore for so many years. I mean, I know he still pays taxes in Singapore, but Sovereign is a Singaporean citizen, you know. Eduardo Sovereign, he's got Singapore passport. So he basically ditched America to become a Singapore citizen. Yeah. So from what I understand, I might be wrong, but I don't think I am, because I know that he didn't want to pay taxes in the US. So he switched his domicile from the US to Singapore, because Singapore is a haven for the super rich. If you are super rich, you live in Singapore. Yeah, Singapore is the Monaco of the East. Yeah. So we got now Bezos, Sovereign and his girlfriend, Bezos and his wife, Sovereign and his girlfriend, as Mittal, the son, the three of them, one from India, one from Singapore, because Sovereign now is as good as Singaporean, okay? Because he cannot go to, he doesn't want to pay tax. He's an American now, of course. He will fly back to America, but Singapore doesn't allow you to have dual passports. So I think that he would have given up, because otherwise he has to pay taxes, right? Then we got Bezos. Because for Severin, all the money that he made was only from Facebook, right? I'm in Singapore, but nowhere near rich. I know, neither am I, man. Singaporeans are the ones that are living in the flats. I know a few super rich dudes in Singapore. Like, I see them. I got nothing against them. Good for them, like, they got because like so much money. But that is life, I guess, at the end of the day, right? Because you need wealth to generate wealth. Right? You can't get jealous of them because they need to be around. They got all their money, they bring in their money, they spend locally, right? So they buy houses, that pumps into the economy. They buy gasoline, it goes into the economy. They send their children to school in Singapore, that goes into the economy. They go out to eat in Singapore, that goes into the economy. So yeah, they help feed the economy. So it's not like I'm against it. No, I'm not. Yeah. But there has to be a tier, I guess, of like citizenship, I guess. Yeah. You can't just open your door to it. The world is now such an interesting place. Okay, anyway, enough talk about this. Okay, politics and all, you should stay away from it. Okay, so we got this, we tried this system, we got wall up just now. Okay. Oh, I wanted to try something a bit more safer. Okay. Finals, don't play. Okay, finals, we play like this and then we go like this. Okay, we try and be a mid block. Okay. We go and we play cautious against Lyon. Lyon is a better team. Let's not forget that. Opposition instructions. We want to be absolutely sure about everything. These are the finals, after all. These are what our dreams and hopes are made of. Ding, ding. Okay, done. Okay, now we go back to why can't I don't make it so difficult for me. Okay, so we got standard defensive line behavior. This is done. This is done. Okay, directness. We're gonna be standard. Tempo higher with standard, counter attack, creative freedom, dribbling, discourage. Okay, done. Spotting runs both flanks. Progress through both flanks. So that'll be keeping it simple. In possession. There will not be a ACB in this tactic. There will just be a centre back. This guy is going to go up and then he's going to create with these guys. That's it. Okay, we are not going to overcommit. So this guy's going to go up and maintain this shape. We'll use an FB instead. Okay. And then this guy has been told to stay wide, right? So, okay, he's going to stay wide and then we're going to use this. Okay, so we're not allowed to use half the team. Half the team cannot play. Okay, all right. We see that. Beraldo is 14, cannot. Danso is to play. Bischoff, Ferguson, Dance, Andoye, Chemitis, yeah, what? Gustavo. Okay, this guy Pesquet says, let me play. Okay, we'll let him play. I will let him play. All right, we'll give him a chance. You're not the only, you're not, yeah. Singapore is a Monaco of the East, man. We got, wait, what does Monaco have? Monaco got casinos, yes, okay, check. We compare Monaco to Singapore, okay? Monaco got casinos, check. Monaco got racing track, check. Monaco got F1, check. Monaco got long, beautiful women dressed up looking like they are going to gala every night, check. Monaco got supercars, check. What's wrong? See, it's just like Singapore, man. Exactly what Singapore has. Why go all the way to Europe to see Monaco? You come to Singapore, you see Monaco too. Monaco got no meal hot pot. I'm telling you guys, you come to Singapore, you want to see Monaco, come to Singapore. Singapore is Monaco. Why you waste all your money, go to Europe? You want casino? We got casino. Hey, the most expensive cocktail drink in the world is in Singapore, FYI. What a diamond, what is the drink on the one at Marina Bay Sands? It's not even a 2-digit figure or a 3-digit figure, no. It's a 5-digit figure. It's a damn like you better take the glass home with you. Everything you take the drink, you do not give them back the glass, no. You take the glass home with you, yeah. Oh my God, is that? Oh. And supercars in Singapore everywhere. You got supercars everywhere in Singapore now. I mean, to own a car in Singapore is as good as buying a house in some other countries. Yeah, home of the super rich Monaco. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, the Singaporeans are filthy rich, some Singaporeans. Not all of them, but some are filthy rich. Because there's a generation that really benefited from this. It was a generation between 66, 65, about 64 to 75, I think. Yeah, that's the generation that really benefited from this. Maybe up to 80. I would say until the 75, maybe 80, they stopped there. So between 1960 to 1980, that generation that's born then are the prime beneficiaries. They are the ones that made it. Because their parents, by the time they started working, right, they got a chance to work through the best times in the world. No? The boom of the 80s, 90s. Of course, let's not talk about the 1998 financial disaster, but then other than that, all imperfect. Those are the years when the incomes are going crazy. Because incomes globally went up by a lot between the late 80s. Because you have to think about credit. Credit exploded around the world about in the late 80s to 90s. About 1987 and 1990. That's when credit actually blew up in the world because wealth started spinning around the world. Yeah, just look at when Visa came on. That's when you see it actually start. It's the birth of Visa, the Visa card. And then that's what you see. And so that's the generation. They are the ones that created the wealth so that the kids that are born after the 80s, right? Like 90s from the kids who were born 1980, maybe 85, 86. Yeah, they will be the ones that we would say are the millennials. So I don't know what this generation is called, a naughty, whatever they call them, but they are the ones who are suffering. Yeah. Why are there chickens everywhere in Singapore? I don't know, man. Planted to bring back the kampong spirit. Really, Singaporeans, they want to bring back. Are there chickens? I haven't been back home for a while. Yeah. Hey, we are doing well defensively, guys. We're holding the Leon. We're holding Leon, baby. Yep. We're doing well defensively. We kept the plan. We're not too attacking. Play conservatively. We are playing conservatively this game. We got this. We're playing in front. I don't know. They consider us the home team playing at home, but we're not pushing it. We're not overcommitting. Playing a mid block. Defended again. Bruno Pesquet gets a chance and he scores. We get the goal, baby, against Olympic Lyon in the Conference League. Conference final, no. Chimiti shoots. Oh, great goal. So this tactic is also the same. It's the same tactic as yes, but I kept it back. I don't have the extra man in midfield. I'm playing very compact, right? So you look at our formation, DM, fullback, very compact, right? Tracking. So you're basically dropping to a 4-5-1. So because they're playing with a 4-2-3-1, right? Okay, so we are going to be very compact. So their AP is not going to see the ball. Forcing these two players to be the ones to be the main drivers, not him. All right. But in possession of the ball, we are moving up with inside forward winger. Again, this time I want the ball to come down the right, but let's let this guy go up naturally. Winger is Ndoye, and then he's fitter as well right now, right? So we just got raw pace right now on the flanks. We got McAtee on the bench for later. McAtee's on the bench later. But our goal is to be defensively solid in the mid block. Yeah. So we are just gonna make it harder for them. They'll come at us for sure. And I think Lyon are the better team, not us. We are just bus boys trying to prove that we can play football in Europe. That was close, man. Nuama with the corner. Oh, taken away. Bischoff now leads the counter. But he's got no one up there except for the Chimiti or whoever that guy is up front. I don't even recognize him. Ndoye takes it on brilliantly, crosses the ball. It's okay. Counter again. Fofana. Oh, there we go. Read the play again. Defensively solid. The team in position. And then on the counter, Chimiti shoots. Oh my God. That would have been a great counter attacking goal. We went from back to front really quickly. Because we are just sitting back in the mid block and hitting them on the break. Okay. Ndoye now. First half has been excellent. So we have limited Lyon to only 0.22 XG. Okay, we don't like what we see in the team. Okay, good. They came in the attacking formation. They got a playmaking wingback as well. Well, ball goes wide to the playmaking wingback. Tyler Morton looks at the playmaking wingback. That red. Chimiti sprays the ball to Pesquet. Pesquet is brought down. Come on, ref. Bischoff with a free kick. Okay. Oh my goodness, Nico Williams. Open. I mean, can you count that as an open goal? Was that an open goal? It looked like a really good chance, though. Pesquet can't. Okay, Pesquet again. Oh. We get a corner. Red from Nico Williams. Kettle plays it. Pesquet is brought on again. Oh, this guy is a smart kid, man. Maybe I should use him more next season. Pesquet's first start, no, he scored a goal. I've never used him. I mean, the assistant manager might have, but I didn't. Fofana, we still see 2 minutes. I'm very uncomfortable with a 1-0 lead. But the whole idea was to be defensively solid. So far, they don't have any ideas to break us down. So far, they have not made any significant. Look, the tactic hasn't changed. DLF, AP, they are trying to break us up with vertical movement. DLF, AP, this going back. This guy coming. So they are trying to do this whole. We drop deep. This guy stretching. This guy is gonna pull players on one side, right? Playmaking, wing back, box to box. They're doing what I was doing with the tactic just now, which is I'm building down the right, that kind of thing. You know, the earlier tactics I was creating, same thing, same principle. Box to box is going to come out here. Winger's going to stretch the game. AP will roaming. This guy's going to drop. Guess who's the principal goal scorer? Is supposed to be this guy. Nuama. Right. But what's happening for this tactic is now they're stuck. Because these guys aren't moving. They aren't really moving. So Bishop is not moving. Dancer is not moving. So they're not getting much of that. But, you know, they could if I'm not careful. So we have to keep the ball. Bischoff back to Nate Brown. Nate Brown feeds Pesquet. They're spending more time defending. Crosses the ball. They clear the danger. Only up to Louis Ferguson. Oh, he's got the ball. Oh, he's done some nifty work. Oh my God. Pesquet almost double it. That was a very good chance. With his feet, he took the chance, and then the keeper made a brilliant save. That was a high XG chance. So that's 2 good chances we made with this tactic. That was a ridiculously soft attempt from who is this? Yeah, okay. Or tension is high. I'm playing on external highlights. Conference League. We want to win this, okay? Like all finals, this is a KG affair. Oh, it's gone out of play. Oh, I like to see that so far, but let's see. Let's hope we keep the ball. Oh no. Oh no. Sure. Okay, come on, boys. Should we bring on McAtee? We have to look at the ratings of our right winger, Ndoye. McAtee is quite creative, but I don't think I need a creative player right now. I need a player that can run the full length of the pitch and help defend, and that would be Ndoye, who's on the pitch now. What is it? What are they doing? B-rate. That is a B-rate time. That's nonsense. Come on now. We're giving the ball away. And we're going to see whether we can make a change. I think we're going to bring on McAtee. Chamiti is okay. McAtee is, Ndoye is playing well. But Chamiti, I don't know, man. Chamiti, I don't think Jaden Dance is as good as the game thinks he is. So why he's not performed well for us. They scored very few goals. Chamiti has scored the majority of goals for this team. Okay, I think we're gonna take out Bischoff. Is Watanabe here? Barrero is here. Okay, so we're gonna Barrero for Bischoff. Okay, bring on, take off Ndoye, put on McAtee. Okay. Bischoff does well. Okay, Leone. That Pesquet, okay, I think I'll tell you what. We take Pesquet over. He scored a goal, but he's already 2 or 3 passes already. He's not played well. Okay. 2 or 3 passes, he hasn't played them well. Yeah. They found him with the pass, but he's given up. He given the ball away. So now we just want to have fresh legs in the important positions like Star Wars. Star Wars is a good player. Having Star Wars on the pitch now is quite a godsend because it's like fresh legs. Nico Williams, McCarthy is also fresh legs. Oh my God, this is the best chance. This is what I mean by when you can create goals like this, you know your tactic is brilliant. Look at this. This is literally the highest XG you can get next to a tap in. Okay, Catalan gets there. Chamiti passes it back to him, and that's it. Give and go right in front. 2-0. What a glorious goal from Catalan, the playmaker. He has been absolutely phenomenal. Our playmaker has ruled the game today. That was a brilliant goal, man. We have won the Conference League. Tan 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 tan, puppy power. We're celebrating now. Trophy. My first trophy in Football Manager 26. Thank you. Thank you. In a season, at a club where I am not allowed to sign any players, we have won the Conference League, our first trophy. Not bad. I thought it was a result. I thought it was a decent result. And we this is our cameo season. We qualified for the Conference League. We won the thing. And now we'll say bye. We'll see you in a few seasons. We don't have to talk about records, no. Like, yeah, we took part in one European competition. Tinashe, thank you, man. I'm doing well. How are you doing? We have won, but I want to see the data. Not the data, but we just want to see the XG of the last goal. I think it's 0.6 to 0.7. Okay, but 6, I think, or maybe even lower, 0.5, because it was off to the angle. Yeah, it wasn't right in front. So that's the only thing. So it won't be a very high one. Okay, so let's look at the XG, right? So XG for this goal, 0.39. Oh, 0.3, I don't know, 0.39 or 0.41, which take you, I don't know which one it is. That's why I don't like this game, I don't know. So this one, 0. First, nobody knows. This side cannot be 0.17, right? It cannot be 0.17. This is like the total XG for the home team and the away team, okay? This is what I think it is. But if I use that argument, right, when I come here, it cannot be 0.39. And then this doesn't tally with this. This is 1.2, we'll say 1.1. And this is 0.3. 0.3 minus 1.1 is about 0.8. So this chance that we first created was a very high XG chance. Right? Okay. It's 0.3 here. This line is here 0.3, right? But when you mouse over this, it says 0.17 cross 1 and then 0, 0.10. I don't know what that means. Like some gibberish code. That's one of the reasons why I think this is bugged. Like you can't really tell what the XG of your chance is. And it's very annoying. Because you mouse over this thing, it'll tell 0.39. But if you look at the distance between here, it's 2.2 from 2.1 to 1.8 is 0.3. Okay. So this is 0.39. Okay, maybe this is correct, right? So 2.1, 2.2, 2.2 to about 1.8 is about 0.39. This is 0.39 correct. But why is this? What is this then? This is 0. Let's assume this is 0.9. And this 0.3 is 0.6. It's not 0.6. That's what I mean. I may be a scaling bug. I think so. It could be a UI bug. Yeah, you're right. You might be right. It could be a scaling bug. So that's why I wanted SI to give us data. Like, don't do this anymore. I mean, like, give us the proper data. So this was a performance. See, this is our first goal. We'll be able to tell if it's a scaling bug or not. Because I think the first goal, both the goals, right? I like the fact that our goals were created from areas that are inside the penalty area. That's when you know your chances that you're creating are decent, right? So you should stick on to it. That is a goal. Okay, that is 0.17. This out here deflected and it went in. I would say there's a 0.17 goal. Okay, it doesn't really look like an easy chance, right? So it comes in here. Okay, first up, we are here, and then he takes, ball comes here, deflects here, then comes to him here. Here he takes the shot. Now, one could argue that this is this penalty area is here. Nobody, 0.7. But their body is here, so it's got to be a different XG chance. So maybe it's 0.17. I don't know. Could be higher. I think this is at least 0. I can't tell what this is. I mean, it's maybe 0.2, 0.3. Okay. So that's the first goal, right? Okay. And I don't know why we have to leave match. Such is life. Then we have to go back in here again. Thank you, SI. I would love it if you just made it easier. What is the challenge here? The challenge here is for me to do what I can with a club where I have no power over transfers. Yeah. So the board gives me all the players. I have to just do the best I can with the players and see how far we can go. And I cannot train. I cannot sign them. I cannot do anything to them. Basically, I got no say on how the club is run. I cannot send them on loans. I cannot do anything. I just have to play whatever I've given. So sometimes the board will sell off my players and I have to do it all over again, which has happened a few times. McAtee. So this is very high XG. This is a very high XG chance. So if you get a chance like this, right, this is in the minimums of 0.5. Minimum 0.5 XG. Because this is already here. 0.83 is when there's nobody on the line. Like you get the ball and the goalkeeper is nowhere near you. If you're standing here with the ball, that's 0.83. It's higher than a penalty. That's what we call a tap-in. And the dining in more than enough times to know the exact value already. Okay, so that's it, man. We completely kept Lyon out. They had a 0.41 XG. They never ever had the ball. We played a mid-block and we counter-attacked. We played counter-attack, but we stand up with higher possession than the team. We get 25% of our crosses were completed, which is really good. And we basically dominated this game from start to end. So, continue. Just not the leave button. The leave button couldn't be pressed. That's it. So as a reward, my players get to go to all kinds of wonderful countries. Now, this is the funny thing, right? I will have no idea who am I going to get next season. So I will save the game now. What season is this? I better go and check. Okay, let's go. Premier League. Okay, table. Current season. How many seasons have we been here? So the next season is the 31st season, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 season. Season 7. All right, season 7. I have to create the save for you guys. Save game as Discord. Forest season 7. Summer transfer play till 31st August. So that's the instructions you guys are going to get. So you will play the save until 31st August. Register your teams. I will take over 1st of September. So that means I don't get the whole of August. I don't know who my players are going to be. Then when I get the save, we shall find out which of these players I still at the club, because I always lose players. If I end up doing like getting into Europe or I get into like a good position, I always end up losing players every time. So that's it, man. The season has ended. We have done quite well. We managed to win the Conference League this season. And but the funny thing is this, right? Who was the outstanding player for us this season? I think my most outstanding player this season. Still, I think that the club did quite well, no? In the sense, overall, right? These are players, no? They brought in, right? So if I'm looking here, uh, club. I'll just go club squad select. Okay, so these are the players that they were brought in. This Mataya Fortan, they brought in this goalkeeper, who's not bad. He's actually a good goalkeeper, right? He did well. Then Nico Williams at the club, surprising, surprise. But at 19 million, right, his transfer values is still quite solid, right? So I'm hoping he stays at the club. Giovanni Leone wanted played really well for us, 39 million. Kevin Danso, 32 years old, defender. So they got us some really good players. No? Nate Brown, wanted. So my entire back line, including goalkeeper, is wanted. Tom Bischoff, wanted. 25 years old, also wanted. Dan Endoye, unhappy. Never mind. Then Charles, they signed this player. But look at this guy, Bruno Pesquet. He's coming next season. 21-year-old player. Okay. He's got contributed to winning the Conference League. Then we got Ralph Vanderbilt, wanted. Jaden Dance. His request transfer listed for 16.7. I'm glad, no, he's transfer listed. I'm actually quite glad we're going to be transfer listed because he failed to perform. He came, I mean, like, if you look at his record, right, he hardly ever played for us because he was always injured. Look at that. I mean, if he's available, right, he has to be taken off because he's taken a knock. He's only scored how many goals for us? 2? No, that was he was playing for the under 21s because he was injured for so long. We brought him back. He scored a goal against. He had an assist, but goals very rare from him. So he was signed as a star player, but I couldn't get him to play because he was always spending time injured. So he might be leaving the club, which is good news for us. Okay. Emil Holm has been signed, but he was injured towards the latter of the season, so I couldn't use him. And then we got Salvador and then Beraldo. So I think then we have got players like him was signed, Joel Shima, Fujita. But guess what? We are short of fullbacks. So the question is whether the board is going to give me the fullbacks. That I wait to see. So that is going to be the main thing that's holding me back. All right, guys, that is going to hold me back, man. So let me just save this and upload it to Drop. I need to put this on the Dropbox folder for you guys because you guys are going to be the ones taking this save away and bringing glory to the save. Okay, so we're going to go to this. Let me find the game first. Root games. There. Copy. And we have won the title. Title. Next season, hopefully I win the title. But you know what? These kind of things, I want to win the title is one thing. I hope to win the title is one thing. But what generally ends up happening is I don't get anything. I don't win the title. I got no chance. And the title is not something that I can win because I don't have the players to win the title. All right, guys. Want to thank everybody for coming on today's stream. We have lifted the Conference League title against Lyon. And next season, we try to do it all over again. Will I qualify? Only Champions League you qualify. I'm sorry. Just because you're Conference League winners one season doesn't mean you're going to automatically qualify for the Conference League. But at least I help England with the coefficient. So Spurs, yeah. I helped you with your coefficient. So you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.